This is Josiah Plays Memoria. Alright, so we had a lot of technical difficulties in the last episode, and then after I stopped recording the last episode, I spent a long time trying to get this game to work the way that I wanted it to, which was without all of the weird flickering images and flashing graphical artifacts on the screen and so forth. And it took considerable effort to sort that out and get the game to run in a window, but actually work and be full screen, appear full screen, and be able to access the inventory and stuff. So finally, though, I've got it done. We're ready to proceed with the game. We're here in the incredibly dark room. There's a bloody hook.
It's covered in my blood because I'm too stupid to watch out in the dark.
No, it's just this part of the game that's super dark.
I've learned my lesson. Nothing and no one injures me twice. Of course, there's no gas in the air here. Otherwise, the fire in his eyes would have blown up the Guardian's head a long time ago. The flames in his eyes are hot. I can see his outline in the dark. He's no longer moving. He's buried beneath the Guardian. I might be able to free him with magic, but not with my bare hands. There's a small crack in the wall somewhere. I can't get it open any farther with my hands.
Okay, then the new thing we see here is this magic staff, apparently.
A magic staff.
See if we can grab that. Maybe we can use that to get some light.
Huh? What's that? Blood? Smoke? The staff? What does that mean?
Well, I've got...
There's nothing here. Anywhere. It's so quiet. I can hear my own heart beating. For now.
Hey, son, how you doing? I can create smoke by using the incense stick.
No.
If I can light the incense stick somehow.
The stick has to burn first.
I can cut myself on this hook, as I've done it before. Now the hook has blood on it. I put the bowl back on the hook. Put the stick in the bowl. I would assume if I can just light this now. Can my ruby do it?
I should pick it up first. The Almandin is mine. I won't sacrifice it under any circumstances.
The N6. Oh, the eyes. The eyes do seem to have some sort of fieriness to them. So let's take the stick. Use the stick on the eyes. Put the incense smoldering stick into the bowl. There you go. The smoke's coming up through the blood to the staff.
A magic Is that my hand? And my blood in the bowl?
Apparently I need to bleed more. No, put the bowl back on there.
I've learned my lesson. Nothing and no one injures me twice.
Yeah, but we need your blood in there. Injure yourself, damn it.
The bandage is now soaked with blood.
Alright, we soaked the bandage with blood. Let's put that
That's
in the bowl.
not a good sacrifice.
Okay.
The hook's already clean.
What do I do with the bloody
The
bandage?
first vision showed a bloody hand. The first...
The weird thing about this is you can't really use items on yourself. Oh, maybe the magician's
There's
got
nothing here. He's buried, but I might be able to free him.
Bloody bandage.
That's my blood.
Use the bloody bandage on the bowl. And now?
Ah, welcome,
What was that?
It's
Who are
talking to me.
you? What are you doing in my head? Hello?
You must touch me if you want to hear me, Shahrazad.
Are you a demon?
To be honest, Shahrazad, I have no idea. I can't remember. All at once, I was here, in the dark, chained fast, countless centuries ago.
You're lying.
Not at all. I've seen the rise and fall of every mote of dust in this chamber. It's only my own story that I don't know.
Why do I hear you in my head?
That comes from your blood, which you sacrificed to me.
I've made a pact with a demon?
Forgive me. I should have warned you beforehand.
Can you make some light, please?
Open that door. You can do that, can't you?
I'm afraid not. No.
Then what can you do?
I can light the braziers and extinguish them, and I can give orders to the Guardians.
Awaken the Guardians and order them to tear down the gate.
But then you'll run away and leave me behind. Many millennia will pass before another princess stumbles into the cave.
You know who I am?
Yes, I heard your talk outside the burial chamber. What would you say to another pact? I'll help you get out of the burial chamber, and you'll take me with you. Princess and court magician, mistress and servant. Together we'll conquer the world.
Deal.
What?
Just deal.
Really? Who would be stupid enough to free a frightening creature like me so carelessly?
I take what I can get.
You frighten me.
Light!
Light the torches.
Let us do that together, Shahrazad. Turn your bright eyes upon the darkness and concentrate. As long as you're touching me, you can speak to me, but you can also cast my spell.
Oh, my UI just expanded.
Behold the glories of my master's final resting place.
Ooh.
By my ancestors, you're beautiful.
So we have an agreement?
Yes, we do.
Good. You're stuck.
I have been hanging here for a very long time, after all. You'll need to loosen the bracket and pull me toward the sky with a strong jerk.
Oh. You remember the sky?
The sky. Freedom. The sparks and sounds of language. Some things one never forgets.
Alright, I need to loosen the bracket, apparently. Alright, what do we have in here?
It glitters like a dagger in the dark, a sight I know all too well. I've learned my lesson. Nothing.
I doubt that I need the incense bowl for anything else.
It contains a piece of bandage covered in my blood. First I ripped open my hand, then I woke a demon. From now on, I'm staying away from that bowl.
Remains of the Guardian.
The mage and the mask lie buried underneath. No, this is too heavy. I won't get his body free by hand. Of course, there's no gas in the air here. Otherwise, the flames in his eyes are hot. The mage and the mask. The mage. The Guardian's limbs have mercilessly crushed him. He's buried beneath the Guardian. I might be able to free him with magic, but not with my bare hands.
A metal ball.
At one end, the magic staff. At the other, a heavy metal ball. Now what? Where does it go?
Apparently I can't pick the metal ball up. There's a ring here.
There's a ring hanging on the pillar. Apparently, the pillar was movable once. It's much too heavy for me to be able to move it. It looks like something ate through it. That's not a way out. The staff created some light for me. I don't trust it as far as I can throw it.
You can't throw it.
They're too big and heavy. My will alone is not enough to move them. I can't lose my head now.
I can look through the hole to this other room? Really? Everything...
All I see are lurking shadows. For anything else, I need light. Hey! Help! I'm locked in here! Help! Rahwan! If you're still alive, show yourself!
The Fakina doesn't seem to like you much, Princess.
He's probably dead.
Or he abandoned you.
I thought I could only hear the staff talking to me when I was touching it.
All I see are lurking... Hey! I'm locked...
Here's a brittle wall. There's the staff itself.
There was a crack of light here somewhere. I can no longer find the crack.
Just thought of something. Maybe I can... Wait, oh, I don't have the light spell because I'm not touching the staff. Alright. It's had a Zelda flashback. Oh, there's a chain.
It's the staff of a terrible and bloodthirsty tyrant, an instrument of the greatest terror these lands have ever seen, and my last hope of getting out of here alive.
Get me out of here, and I'll help you.
You're still stuck.
You'll need to loosen the bracket.
Loosen the bracket. I don't have a lot of bracket loosening tools. What about this chain?
At one end, the magic staff. At the other, a heavy metal ball.
If I can move that metal ball into that hole, it'll jerk on the chain, which should pull the staff out, but apparently I need to...
Now what? Where does it go?
It goes in there.
That might work. If the ball wouldn't pull the staff into the abyss with it.
I can grab it.
Now what? It's much too heavy for me to be able... Now what? That might...
How do I loosen the bracket?
No. I don't even know where I should start.
Some alcohol?
That won't help me get it out of there.
Everything's too heavy. Too heavy, too heavy, too heavy.
Now what?
Okay then. I guess it's that simple.
There, I freed you. Now what?
Now, I finally have legs, and I'm no longer alone.
I meant, how do we get out of here?
We don't. Nobody can escape these walls.
But you said...
Oh, Shahrazad, this is the darkest hole, the likes of which the world has never known. Here, even nothingness means nothing at all. Not even the promise a piece of wood makes to one who is doomed. But let's be friends nonetheless. We could play with the light, or awaken the Guardian, or...
Even if you will not, I will abide by our agreement. I'll find a way out of here, and if you help me, I'll take you with me.
Shahrazad?
And stop calling me Butterfly. I'm not a butterfly, and we're not friends. From now on, you'll do what I say.
What if I won't?
Then I'll toss you into an even deeper hole, where absolutely no one will ever find you again.
As you command, mistress. You're too kind, mistress.
So we've got an uppity fucking staff.
I'm always at your service, mistress.
Alright, so we should be able to awaken the Guardian now. Use the Guardian to break through the wall, right?
If you want to wake him, then cast my spell on him. Ksh! Move!
Wow, that did a lot.
The mage's spell tore the Guardian to pieces. Will all the Guardians be subject to my will from now on? The Guardian's limbs have mercilessly... He's still holding the mask. And Haroon's dagger. You're still alive?
Take the mask away from here.
Calm yourself. Gather your strength.
Mistress, don't you see? He's as good as dead.
Have you no pity?
Do you?
Where should I take the mask?
To Draconia. To the prince.
To the prince? What prince?
The Prince of Draconia, presumably.
Calved? Are you still there?
He lies bleeding on the ground, and you pepper him with questions. You truly have no pity, do you?
I do, but pity would not have changed anything.
It would have made you more human.
Says a talking staff. He's dead. The Guardian...
So, we have now the mask.
There's writing on the inside. What must I do to awaken its power?
Look deep within yourself. What was the cruelest thing ever done to you?
I was betrayed and humiliated.
Do you remember the face of the one who did this to you?
Yes.
Look deep into his eyes, and... Shazam! Wherever he may be, he now has the hiccups.
I'm tired of your little games.
It was just a joke. Did I not already tell you that I have no idea what the mask does? I have a vague recollection, but that's all.
I'm going to find out, sooner or later. Do you remember its power now?
Wait a moment. There was something... No, I'm afraid I've forgotten everything.
I'm gonna break this fucking staff.
Haroon's dagger covered in sticky slime.
Alright, let's use the dagger on the brittle wall.
First, I have to find the opening again. It's as if it were never there.
Let's turn the lights out.
Let there be eternal darkness.
Eternal darkness. You can turn them on again any time.
Mistress, I know I'm no poet, but please, leave my flowery language alone.
So now I'm looking through here, and I could awaken this guardian.
The spell doesn't work on that. This was the only stone giant in the hall with a will of his own.
So you weren't able to play your little games with him?
No, I didn't say that. Forgive me, but raising the dead exceeds even my abilities.
That'll never work. Wake him.
What should he do, mistress? Give up. The wall is too... Give up. The wall is too thick. Give up. The wall is too thick.
I'll decide if it's too thick.
Haven't you tormented him enough?
It's only a monster, created to fight and kill blindly.
Yes. Poor Abu.
No.
He can't reach it either. He can't reach it either. Then burn, Firebowl! It won't, Sherazad. It's upside down.
It's light enough in here anyway. Wake him.
What should he do, mistress?
He's already got it. I don't need a fireball there. I don't need a fireball there.
He throws it there. Then I go back. And light up the darkness in here
Let
again.
there be light! A grand burial chamber just for you.
We'll see about that.
I look in here. Now I can light that. The warrior died too, huh?
A finely worked ornament. It's one of the pieces of the key, but it's lying too far away. I can't reach it. It looks like...
Aren't they cute? With their big eyes? Don't worry, my little pillows. Princess Sandia will be a good mistress to you.
As if I'll stay here.
As if you'll ever get out.
He's dead too. I hope Rahwan at least escaped. He's beyond help. Is it still alive?
My dear, it was never alive. Its existence is pure will. Your will.
Rise up.
Don't forget my spell.
The Guardians are more fragile than they look. I can't reach it, but fortunately, it can't reach me either.
One little hand can't pull very much, my dear.
I still can't reach it.
Damn it.
The staff is just long enough,
I'll take that as a compliment.
but in its current form, it's totally useless as a scoop. I don't even know where I should start. Do you remember its...
Wait, no.
I can easily tear the back. I don't much care for random guesswork.
Forgive me, but...
Useless ass guardian.
Do you really want to crush him, Highness?
No, he doesn't deserve that.
Ye can't reach it either. Ye can't reach... If you want to wake him, then cast my spell on him.
Oh, can I just awaken that arm by itself?
Staff, make the arm grab the leg and throw it up to me.
Do you know how strong these guardians are? It would be crushed as soon as the arm grabs it. Think of something else. Ye can't reach it either. It's holding on tight. Now what? Ye can't reach it either.
It doesn't seem to be helping.
It doesn't open.
Not without the right key.
Or an elephant and a rope.
Where do you get that beetle leg?
Better not.
What are you doing? I can't see a thing.
I'm wrapping the bandage around your horns.
Whatever for?
You'll find out eventually. Once was enough.
What kind of man have I become?
One who wears hair ribbons. And now stop blubbering. Got it.
Do I have to tell you how humiliating that was?
No, I'm perfectly aware.
Can I have the key piece?
It's one of the pieces of the key. It wouldn't stay there. It's sticky now.
Okay. Interesting.
If I remove it, the lock will close, and my arm will be chopped off, like a thief's. I won't find any more beetle legs. Another hole has opened. It's too narrow to climb through. It doesn't open.
Not without the right key.
Or an elephant and a rope.
Well, we've opened part of it. What can I do now?
Another hole has opened. It's too narrow to climb through.
The chain is going through there now.
It's too narrow to climb through. Another hole has opened. One strong jerk, and the door is history.
Really?
I won't get it any further into the room, not with my hands.
Oh, I see. I don't see how this is gonna make the door history, though. It's just pulling a chain through a hole.
Order the Guardian to pull down the door. Harder. Make him pull harder.
He can't. The door is too strong for him.
If this one can't do it, then another one will have to. That would be a step backwards.
Ah, Princess, that won't do any good. I've had eons to try and pull down these walls, and I haven't succeeded. Why should a girl achieve so much more in a short time than I did in a millennia?
I can't see it from here, but I know it's there. It's lurking opposite the entrance. I can't reach it. It's lying on the hand.
You threw it away, and now you'll have to live with it.
It was that way when we arrived. Who knows if we would have won otherwise. Hello? Hello? He can't hear me. I'm not afraid of death, but if I expired, the mage brought down but Haru. The image of the Mogul mage. The Colossus is also a guardian, right? Wake him.
Shahrazad, are you really sure?
I said wake him.
As you wish.
Oh, cool. We've awakened! No, that should have no problem pulling the ball.
Take the chain.
It's too small. He can't grasp it.
So large, and yet so disappointing.
Alright, in that case, we'll awaken the little guardian.
Awaken!
He'll take the ball.
Accept it finally and give up. The Guardians are much too weak.
I'm too far away.
But now we awake the big guardian, the Colossus, and we have the Colossus throw the little one who has it in his hand.
Take the Guardian and pull.
There we go.
What was that?
I tore open a door through pure force of will.
No, you laughed like a young girl.
Hey,
You? You're still alive?
Thanks for all your help.
You could have helped me.
You have the mask. Where's my money?
Our employer is dead. You'll get your money if you help me get out of here and take me through the mountains to Draconia. Wait. Stop. I'll pay you.
You?
You forget. I'm a princess.
What do you have?
How about a silver platter? How about some riches?
As the daughter of the Caliph, I possess wealth beyond your imagining.
The Caliph is dead. The palace plundered. I was there.
How about a silver platter?
You will have this silver platter in payment.
Silver is not enough.
Well, I can't give up the ruby. She was literally like, I will never give this ruby up for anything, ever.
If you take me safely to our destination, you'll receive my most precious possession. My Almandin. It's worth more than anything else you'll ever hold in your hands.
Huh. Good. Draconia for the ruby.
Deal.
He'll make a poor servant to you.
At least I know what to make of him.
May I ask you something else? Because I don't understand you. Why are you doing all this? You're rich, beautiful. You have power. What else do you want to achieve?
I want to go to war, and I need a weapon.
But why?
To win the battle, to be immortalized in history. 1,000 years from now, people will tell tales of my deeds and whisper my name in awe. Sadia al-Kabir, the greatest heroine the world has ever seen.
Hey, Nox, how you doing? Moo. We managed to escape.
Sadia al-Kabir? Never heard of her.
Neither you nor anyone else. The poor girl has been utterly forgotten.
How does the story continue?
With the help of the Frakina, Sadia took the mask over the Rashtulian wall to Draconia. She joined the troops there and went to battle. But those are all unimportant details. Don't concern yourself with them. Only one thing matters. The riddle I shall now tell you. The inscription on the burial chamber.
How can the rest of the story not be important?
Well, it is important, but not for you. Trust me. In this one case, ignorance is truly a blessing.
Did it really happen?
If no one remembers her, how do you know that this woman really existed?
I investigated it myself. Malaka's burial chamber really existed, and over 450 years ago, a young woman was seen climbing out of that very tunnel with a fakina and setting out towards the Rashtulian wall. I swear to you, in the name of my father and all my forefathers, Sadia's tale is a true story.
Alright, what's this alleged riddle? Got back from the store? Nice. Picked up some cheese and milk from your fellow cows? There was a 450-year-old witness who happened to see it. Yeah.
Do I understand you correctly? The glowing inscription on the burial chamber, that's the riddle?
Quite correct. An archaic inscription written in ancient Talamedia. As an educated Talamede princess, Sadia was the only one who could read it. I created a transcription from my memory, and an old friend translated it for me. It reads, as the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Enter, if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own.
Eerie.
I believe Sadia knew the answer, else she would never have entered the chamber.
But why didn't she tell the others? Didn't she send them all to their doom that way?
I see you paid attention. I give you 3 days to solve the riddle. On the 4th day, I'll move on, whether you know the answer or not.
And if I solve it by then?
You shall have what you want from me. A spell of the mightiest transformation. A spell which transforms any living being into any form you desire.
Deal.
I like you, Geron. I'm certain our business will turn out well for both of us.
Believe me, I hope so too.
So then we can fix Nuri.
Strange fellow. Nuri, I'm back. I think I found someone who can help you. Nuri?
I'm here.
What's wrong?
My wound opened. My wing is bleeding again.
Oh no, were you playing with animals again? You're a raven now. You can't do that anymore.
I wasn't playing. It just opened again.
It doesn't look too bad. You lie and rest. I'll make a salve for you.
Poor Nuri. Oh, there's a lot of shit in this room. Alright, so Princess Saja found a magical staff. Carries the ruby. Got the mask of the Malakar. Mighty battles about to unleash. Nuri's a fairy brought to Aventuria from her parallel world by a dark seer countless years ago. Karen made a deal with the merchant Fahi. Fahi is the traveling merchant from the distant Tulamid realm. Every night for many moons he has dreamed of the adventures of a princess named Saja who vanished without a trace 450 years ago. Brightly lit tent. As the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Take care of Nuri's wound. You mean the riddle isn't from the strong something sweet? From the eater comes something to eat. A repair spell.
That's why I need Fahi's transformation spell. My spell can't even repair broken wings. Nuri hasn't been a fairy since last winter. I wonder if I could have saved Andergast if I hadn't transformed her.
Don't torture yourself, Geron. Things are as they are.
But they don't have to stay that way.
Oh.
Don't move. If you move, it'll just get worse. I'll hurry with the salve.
Oh.
Don't move. If you move, I'll hurry with...
The broken artifact.
Did it hurt when the artifact pulled your soul into the raven's body?
I don't know. It was worse before that. My fairy body was wilting away. That was much more painful.
I'm sorry. At that point, I could only save your soul, not your body. I often ask myself whether there wasn't another way after all. I tried everything. I asked Hezinda clerics, stole magic books from the school, made pacts with witches. Nothing and nobody can restore the power of the artifact. And anyway, Nuri's old body is lost forever. I hope this Fahi will keep his promise.
King's chestnut.
Nuri's old chestnut mannequin.
Oh, the king chestnut.
Oh ho, Nuri. I, King Chestnut, bid you good evening.
Good evening, King Chestnut.
Why so sad, my lovely?
I don't know. Right now, I just want to sleep.
Oh, that's a very wise idea. It's so wise that I hereby officially appoint you to be my Minister of Sleep.
Oh, thank you, dear King.
You have earned this title honestly.
It is I, King of the Chestnuts. Literally just...
I just built that for her last week. Do you like your new bird tree?
Yes. Geron, why must I be a fairy again before we can leave here?
Because that's what you are. A fairy, not a raven. And Giacomo says we need to hurry about changing you back. He says that a fairy soul is a tender thing. Who knows what'll happen if it stays in the wrong body for too long. And it's much easier for me to protect you here than it would be on the road. If only you would let me protect you.
Bird seat.
I just built that. Good thing I hadn't put it away yet. For Nuri's salve of healing, I need to mix ground-up whirlweed with salve fat. Salve fat. I can only pray that the Lady Perina will allow the use of simple grease just this once. Books from the school of magic about spells and alchemy. None of them could tell me how to transform Nuri back.
In the first game, they said that some fairies just change into animals for the purposes of frolicking around. Yeah, but I don't think she was that kind of fairy.
Books from the... None of them... I'll take them back during my next break-in.
During my next break-in.
Healing herbs from the woods in case Nuri gets injured again.
I don't get injured very often. I'm getting better at being a raven all the time.
It's high time we transform you back. Healing herbs from the woods in case Nuri gets injured again. Before the herb can have an effect, I need to grind it up in a sturdy bowl. Look, your necklace with the fairy water. You got used to living without it pretty quickly.
I'm not a fairy anymore, so I don't need fairy water.
She sounds really depressed.
Gwynling would have done that, but I never would. I never thought I could fix that after last winter. Nothing in there that could help Nuri.
You say that, but...
The drawers are now very easy to open and close again.
Oh, the picture of my parents. I moved it upstairs.
I was still very young when they died. Do you miss your family, Nuri? The fairy queen and king?
A little, but I prefer not to look back. The animals and plants of this world are my family now.
Giacomo's bird bath is very pretty, isn't it? He said he found it in some fairy ruins in the blood barrier.
There are no birds in the fairy world.
Well, there's at least one big peacock.
Right, but that's all. Your world is much more beautiful.
Remember the peacock?
It's filled with magic fairy water from Nuri's cave.
Or should I say the peacock?
The seer's fairy harp. It's finally destroyed, thank the gods. That accursed harp. If it hadn't been for that, you'd still be yourself.
I don't want to think about that. It was so horrible.
A pot.
After I finished eating, I wanted to get to Fahi as fast as I could. I didn't have time to clean up.
Mm-hmm.
By Travia, it's all greasy.
We need that grease. For the... bird skulls.
As a bird catcher, I acquired quite a collection. The skulls hail back to Gwynling's time.
They're disgusting. Why don't you take them down?
We need to keep up appearances. If anyone notices that I no longer catch birds and live with a talking raven instead, they'll burn us alive.
But you saved them all. You ought to let them know.
The bird catcher a hero? They'll all laugh at me. Anyway, I don't care what those idiots think of me.
But if they thought well of you, your life would be good.
Nuri, my life has been good. It was good to travel with you. It's enough for me that you know what we did. The fabric is falling apart more and more. Well, as soon as I solve Fai's riddle, we'll be out of here. Right, Nuri?
I want to see the world.
But first you need your old body back. If I pull on this, I'll tear the whole curtain. I can barely keep up with the repairs as it is. Master Gwynling's old birdcage. If I pull on, I can... You'll have to go back in there tomorrow, I'm afraid. At least until you can fly again. Otherwise, the Andergastrians will see that I'm traveling with a talking raven on my shoulder, and we'd be facing an angry mob again in no time. That horrible witch. She promised me that I could use the recipe to create a new body for Nuri. I'll never see those silver thalers again. Useless undergrowth. I'll throw it out tomorrow. I don't know. No. What?
No.
Oh, come on.
What do you mean, oh, come on?
It'll take half the night to scrape out the fat with that. First, I have to grind up the herbs somehow.
You're telling me... You're telling me... that at this alchemy table, there's not a mortar and pestle? What kind of garbage-ass alchemy...
I can't think of anything. I need a firm base for grinding up the herb.
Alright. Using an alchemy table for herbalism? What nonsense.
No, I need to take care of Nuri.
Alright.
I put the healing herb in the bowl. I can grind up the herb with the knife handle. There. I ground up the herb with my knife as best as I could.
I need to scrape out the fat from the pot.
We need to keep up appearances. If anyone notices that I no longer catch birds... Won't work. It'll take half the night to scrape out the fat with that.
We'll take half the night then, because that's what we got.
Nothing in there that could help Nuri.
Oh.
Don't move. If you move, it'll just get worse. I'll hurry with the salve. I can't get it out of there with my bare hands.
Ho ho, Nuri.
Good evening.
I don't know what it wants me to use, since it won't let me pick anything else up.
I'll take them back during...
And it won't let me leave.
No, I need...
Maybe I need to destroy or repair something.
I don't need magic for that. That exceeds my powers. Maybe it'll work this time. No, it's hopeless. The artifact will remain broken forever. Dead is dead. This is beyond repair. I repaired it only yesterday. That doesn't need to be repaired. That doesn't need to be... No, I'll leave it like that. The spell won't do any good here.
Well...
I'll cut out a rag.
See, I thought about that immediately earlier, but he was talking about how, oh, the poor curtain is so tattered, this place is really falling into disrepair, I need to fix this curtain or whatever, and now he's immediately fucking tearing up the curtain.
The fabric is falling apart more and more. The rag's now covered in fat. Perina, please let this fat be enough for Nuri's wound. It's all I have. This will do Nuri good. There. I And next, we'll make you a fairy again.
Did you meet the man?
Yes, I don't know if I can trust him, though. But if Giacomo is right, then soon everything will be like it used to be. You will be as tall as a human again, and together we'll travel across Aventuria and have one adventure after another.
When do you think I'll be able to fly again?
Let's see how your wound is doing tomorrow. Maybe we can go and practice a little.
Fine. Sleep well, Garon.
Sleep well, and don't worry. Soon everything will be as it was. As the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Enter if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own.
Chapter 2, Chapter 2, Chapter 2.
And again, this time you can do it.
I don't know.
Don't be discouraged. Think about something nice. Think about...
Chapter 1 complete. What was our first adventure? Let's try humorous encounters.
Do you remember that dwarf in the Tash Mountains?
The one with the blue beard? He was funny.
And the knight Bogomil Rathling?
The two of them were always arguing.
And the grouchy fisherman? And Isida, the gypsy?
Who died?
I'm sorry, I forgot about Isida. Do you remember? Think about the first time we met. You lived in a lonely cave for years, and together we found a way to finally free you, and all the things you've seen since then.
The first thing I saw were people who wanted to kill me.
Yes, but you've also seen nice things. Nuri, you must have one nice memory. Do you remember... the night we spent together in the Brenask marshes? You wanted to enter a bond of love with me.
Yes, that was nice. But you lied to me before that.
I
Well,
wanted to save you. If I told you the truth, you wouldn't have come with me. Anyway, I still like to think about it. It's time you become a fairy again. Do you remember how happy and carefree you used to be?
Of course I remember. That makes me even sadder.
Come on, that's enough for today.
Do I have to go back in the cage?
Unfortunately, yes. With a pet raven on my shoulder, the Andergastrians will immediately take me for a warlock again. I'm glad those days are over.
Oh well.
On the way back, let's stop by Fahi's tent. He has such a carefree manner. I'm sure he'll raise your spirits.
Garon,
Yes?
I want to be like I was in former times too. But I don't know how. So much has happened.
We'll manage somehow.
she'll probably never get to go back to how she really was before, because not only was her body changed into a raven, but before that, her soul was like partially sucked away by being forced to play the evil harp, and she was being sort of like turned into a sad fairy anyway. So I think even if we changed her body back, she's still like emotionally and psychically traumatized. She'd probably never be able to be who she was before, sadly. But maybe we'll find the magic of happiness. Maybe we will find the milk of harmony that will restore her.
I have to find Fahi. Only he can transform Nuri back into herself.
This is where we first met, though.
Nuri's old cave is under there. When her fairy body was destroyed, the cave collapsed as well. Do you miss your old home?
I don't know. I don't think so.
This is where we met for the first time.
You were trying to catch me like a bird.
How was I to know you'd be so big and so stubborn?
You're a fine one to talk.
You're right. Even if we don't have a whole lot in common, we can certainly agree on that.
Yeah, it kind of did ruin it, though. Remember when we met that nice gypsy lady, and then she was murdered in front of us? Hey, remember that time that I completely lied to you for a long-ass time about a magical realm called Fanglari that didn't actually exist? And, tricked you into thinking we were going there and there was going to be green skies and rainbow beavers, and then actually, no. Good times. Good times. Uh-oh, what's going on here?
Who are those people?
These statues scare me.
They look like the pillars from Fai's tale, only with faces.
And
Hey there.
arms and
What's going on?
swords.
Brider, I can't work like this.
Master Bodia?
This man is disturbing my investigation. Talk to him. Send him away. I have no time for this sort of thing.
I'm sorry, but the School of Arcane Combat of Andergast has closed off this area until further notice. You should go home.
What happened here?
A mob from the city wanted to chase a traveling merchant out of the country, and this is what became of them. Ta-da! Ancient Tulamid pillars with an Andergastrian core. No trace of the merchant.
He disappeared?
Yep, now shoo. Otherwise the same thing might happen to you too.
Oh my gosh.
Everything's cursed. Fai was our best chance to heal you.
But isn't he evil? Didn't he petrify those people?
Nuri, that was an Andergastrian lynch mob. Had I been able, I would have turned them into stone too. He must have left a trace around here somewhere. I'd better find it before the mages from the School of Arcane Combat do. Otherwise we'll be right back where we started.
In Soviet Andergast, pillars ram you!
From what direction did the attack come?
He's holding a small shell against
many
the petrified
attackers
woman.
were there?
I wonder if he thinks he can talk to her that way. It doesn't look like she's going to answer.
Owlric.
From what direction did the attack come?
Are you asking me?
Oh, he's still here. Brider, I expect more martial severity. See to it that he goes away. I can't understand a word this way.
Beat it.
All right. But first
Yep.
I have to find out what happened to Fai.
The classic walk away 3 steps, then turn around and come back move. They never expect that one.
Talking to him is hopeless.
I don't hear a
Pillar.
thing.
It has
Not
the
a
face of the
single
butcher woman
thought.
from the market. What happened here? Hey, anybody in there?
She can't hear a thing. And if you keep yelling like that, neither can I. So, please.
Nice glasses you got there. It'd be a shame if anything were to happen to
If
them.
these really are petrified people, I need to be careful with my spell. That's too sturdy. There's a hammer peeking out of the bag.
Take your paws off my hammer.
Looks like the knapsack of a wanderer or hunter, not like the bag of a serious mage.
Watch it, lad. I've got sharp eyes.
He's holding a small... I wonder if he thinks... The clearing has been fenced off.
Hands off! This zone is restricted.
He's a funny fellow.
Only as long as he doesn't see that I have a talking raven with me. She wouldn't like that. Psst! Nuri, can you do me
favor. Distract the mage. Hop behind the statue and talk to him. He'll think you're the petrified woman.
Shall I tell him about King Chestnut and the turnip ghosts?
No, just answer his questions.
What questions, and what should I say?
Listen.
How many attackers were there?
Well, there's more than one or two, because there's at least 3 pillars here. 11 to 15. So much Knox Bluff.
11 to 15.
What did the mage look like?
He was a monkey.
He had a little monkey on his shoulder.
How do you know all that?
I don't know anything. I'm just guessing.
From what direction did the attack come?
From the forest.
It came out of the forest.
And in what direction did they depart?
Back into the forest.
Into the forest. Can you remember all that?
Yes, that's easy.
Oh god, she's gonna fuck
What
this
a
up so
waste
bad.
of time. It appears the spirit of these peasants has been extinguished once and for all.
Well, okay, it's the interback. Do I have to make this hard?
Ha! I have contact.
What did she say? Do you need help taking notes?
No, the report isn't difficult. I can memorize it.
Is she distracted?
Take your paws off.
Nope.
She's trying to confuse the old codger with her chit-chat. Somehow I'm relieved that she's still so good at that.
Nuri, tell the mage something else. When he asks how many attackers there were, tell him it was just one. If he wants a description of the mage, tell him he wore a cloak. Tell him the attack came from... It came from the northeast, and the attackers fled to the northwest. Can you remember all that?
I think so.
The statement has changed.
Notes?
No, the report isn't difficult. I can memorize it.
Okay, so...
A stone pillar with a stone sword and an elaborately chiseled beard. If it really were chiseled, that is. What happened here? These pillars remind me of Phi's description of the burial chamber. He's too far away. It's standing in the exact same place as yesterday. Only the petrified people were added since then. I'm too far away for that. Looks like somebody didn't like it when I rummaged through their stuff yesterday. For that, I first need to enter the clearing unseen.
Nuri, tell the mage something else. When he asks how many attackers there were, tell him... Say you were overrun. If he wants a description of the mage, tell him... He wore a crocus-coloured brooch on his left breast. Tell him the attack came from... You were ambushed. It came from behind, and the attackers fled into the tent. Can you remember all that?
Yes, that's easy.
Yet another new story.
Notes?
No, the report isn't difficult. I can memorize it.
Nuri, tell the mage something else. When he asks how many attackers there were, tell him 11 to 15. If he wants it, he wore a. Tell him it came from and the attack to the northwest. Can you remember?
What was he wearing again?
A crocus-coloured brooch on his left breast.
Then let's go.
Thanks, Nuri. You're a big help.
Oh, yet another new story. They came from the northwest, and then went where? Ida, what are you? I can't remember all this by myself.
Yeah, I had to try to make it as hard to remember as
That'll keep him
possible.
busy for a while.
She seems to be having fun. I'll leave her to it.
Take your paws off.
Apparently they're not that distracted.
Hands off! This zone is restricted. Watch it, lad.
He's too far away.
She's taking a lot of notes. Nuri must have come up with a few extra details.
I should search the tent while she's busy.
But how do I get past the barrier?
Ha! Now we've got them both.
Alright, let's go this way. Oh, like that. But where does the other way go?
I'm not going back until I know where Fahi went.
Okay.
These pillars remind me of Fahi's description of the burial chamber.
He's too far away.
Another barrier. It's firmly in place.
Okay, hold the fuck on, Garen. Look at that barrier. It comes up to your knees! To your knees! You can just step over that! Anyone could just step over that! What? Okay.
I can still sense life within him. Creepy. These pillars remind me of Fahi's description. One more step and they'll see me. There's a lock on it. I can't just rip it open.
Classic knife on a lock.
The lock is too heavy.
Classic explosion spell on a lock.
Nothing's happening. Most locks aren't terribly impressed with my pathetic spell. I don't know. If these really are petrified people, I need to be careful with my spell.
If you can't destroy a lock, I'm pretty sure you can't destroy a pillar, bro.
Hard to believe that Fahi managed to load all his belongings on there. It doesn't look like I can push it by hand.
Dude, the inside of this tent is dope as fuck. Somebody's living the dream in this tent.
A small box with strange symbols on it. Yeah. Whatever's in there, it smells awful. Nothing here. Nothing here. A rug on top of a second rug. What a show-off. Yet more pillows.
Yeah, I gotta... Wait. What?
Hard to believe that I sat here only last night. The tent looks totally different during the day. Are those cucumbers? Not from around here, at any rate.
Exotic cucumbers.
They smell funny. Somehow... Oh, my head. My fex. What is this stuff?
Strange cucumbers.
They smell funny. Somehow... Oh, my Somebody painted a red and a white camel on the lid. Perhaps it's some kind of card game.
Caravan? No!
Somebody painted it. Perhaps it's... Pillows as big as sacks. The merchant must think he's an emperor.
I found a key.
A key? A key?
That's enough, Brider. We have a statement. Have you thoroughly searched the crime scene?
Yeah, nothing there. If there's anything else, it must be in the tent. I'll just finish
shit.
writing this up.
Uh-oh. I found it in the tent. It must fit here somewhere.
Hey, Saito, how you doing? Caravan?
There's a strange coat of arms on the wall. Or is it just a gaudy patterned rug? If only there were a door here. This is where the brat sleeps, if I'm not mistaken. By the time I get up there and the hammock stops swinging, they'll be onto me. It doesn't feel like there's anything in it. No reason to cut it open.
See ya.
Come on, close, quickly. Made it.
And don't disturb the crime scene. I'll hear every sound.
That was close. Huh? There's another one here. Apparently the mages haven't even found him yet. Prius be with me. That's the mask from the burial chamber. What else has that merchant fellow been keeping from me?
Wait, what?
Another petrified person. He's got the mask firmly clutched in his hand. I need to use rougher measures if I want to get it loose.
Cucumbers!
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Nuri is still a raven. We're trying to find out how to fix her. But apparently it isn't easy.
It would just get dull. If these really are petrified... That's the mask from the... What else has that merchant fellow been keeping from me? He's got the mask firmly clutched in his hand. I need to use rougher measures if I want to get it loose.
Cucumbers.
That won't do any good.
You don't know until you try, Garen.
What I need is a hammer and chisel.
There is a hammer over there in the dude's bag.
It doesn't look like I can push it by hand.
Cucumbers!
Oh, come on.
He does have the mending spell. It's now he has the spell of breaking and mending. It was actually all he had originally was the breaking spell. The mending spell was from Nuri. But now he has both of their spells combined into one. Like Voltron. I don't think I'm allowed to leave here.
I'm too far away for that.
Because I think Brida went into the tent and I'm supposed to be hiding from her. And there's no other exit on this side, so I need to... Oh, there's a wedge.
It keeps the cart in place.
Okay.
Good riddance.
I feel that accomplished a lot for me. Moving that cart a few inches. Oh, it did. It let me walk past. Okay.
It fits. The kid locked away my creation. I'm flattered. I really impressed the kid with this. She surely won't mock me again.
Keep telling yourself that, Garen.
That's exactly what I need.
Conveniently placed chisel.
These pillars remind me of Phi's description of the burial chamber.
Behold, as I shatter and fix this vase simultaneously. Touches a vase and nothing happens.
I better keep my distance.
Alright, I need to go back around then so I can get the hammer. But the only problem being, I still need a way to distract him away so that I can get the hammer.
She seems to be having fun. I'll leave her to it.
Take your paws off my hammer.
Alright, motherfucker, don't make me do it. Cucumbers!
Why? A sturdy chisel.
January!
That brings back bad memories. I'm not going back until... Talking to him is hopeless.
I need to get him to turn away from his bag. Distracting him like that one dark fairy. Causing him to spill his strawberry jam.
These pillars remind... I can still sense life within him. Creepy. I better keep my distance. No, what good would that do?
I don't know. I just want to use the cucumbers on something. Is that so wrong? I just want to use the cucumbers. What if I try going in the tent now with Bryda in there?
No, the mage is in there.
I won't have you disturb the crime scene, young lady.
I'll be careful.
You'll be dead.
No.
Maybe I can distract him by destroying the bottle fortress and
It
making
would
a
break.
noise.
The mage would turn around and spot me at once.
Right. What if you didn't stand right the fuck there?
It would break. The mage would
No, he wouldn't. You're hiding behind a pillar. What if you did it from way back here?
It would break.
Wait a minute. What if you did it from over here? Oh no, a thing's breaking behind you, Mr. Mage.
Hey, I told you not to break anything. I have no idea what everyone sees in her.
But now, Mr. Alric, I got your hammer.
He's too far away.
Also, let's fix that so the kid doesn't have... The kid doesn't
He's
have
too far-
her bottle fortress destroyed, because I'm not a monster.
A solid hammer. Got it, and now I'm out of here.
Now I'm out of here.
I'm beginning to think that Phi knows more about these dreams than he was willing to admit.
Oh, who do we have here? Bryda? There's a new suspect. What have you got there, boy?
This?
That can't be.
Master Bodiak? What is that?
Nothing. Take it from him and give it to me.
It's that simple, I'm just giving it up?
That is quite obviously a very dangerous artifact. I must immediately take it to the school for study. Question the swineherd in the meantime.
Understood. So who are you? And why are you sneaking around here?
You can't just take the artifact.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. The School of Arcane Combat wants to know what terrible thing has happened around here. I, on the other hand, am surprised at how boring our investigations have been so far. So, please don't make this too easy for me or I'll be even more disappointed. First question. What sort of artifact was that?
Oh, I'm about to go to fucking straight up Rainbow Beavers, Knox Bluff town. I'm not telling these people anything. Meanwhile, Tommy is like, why does that kid get to have their toys fixed and I can't even use my bucket? Look, off-brand Triss. I saved the motherfucking world, right? Opens a portal to Vainglory, that would be the best. I don't know.
Don't you think it looked like a mask? Where did you find it?
It was suddenly there.
It was suddenly in my pocket. I don't know how it got there.
Really?
Is that all? Can I go now?
I like that you're lying. That makes you more suspicious, and this case is finally getting a bit more interesting. And now for my last question. Who are you anyway?
It is I, King of Endergast! Yes!
I'm King Ephedon the First.
Now it's getting silly. Fine, that's all. You may go.
Seriously?
I can see from 100 paces that you're harmless. Or do you have another question before you return to your uneventful life?
Who the hell are you?
You're a novice at the wizard school, right?
Right, a combat mage in training, forever damned to serve the Undergastrian nobility in their mindless squabbling with Nostria.
Why don't you leave if you don't like it?
First I have to make it through my training.
What happened here?
Didn't I already tell you? Last night, 5 Undergastrians got together at the Fat Ham Inn to drive a Talamid merchant from the forest. And they were found like this the next morning.
You didn't say that they met at the inn, or that there were 5 of them.
Well, now you know.
What happened to the Talamid?
We don't know. He probably won't be too far. All his belongings are still here. We suspect he's hiding in the forest.
So this merchant is the guy that I came to try to fit. He allegedly could sell a spell that could turn Nuri back into her normal form, but now he seems to have gone missing.
Your teacher seemed very excited about my artifact.
That's the way he is. He collects rare artifacts, travels around a lot for them. Supposedly he once even went to the Rastulian Wall to Draconia, but I don't know any more about that.
Are you good at riddles?
What sort of riddles?
How about, as the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone?
What's the context?
I can't tell you.
Then I can't solve it. Well, I think that's enough. Get lost so I can keep searching in peace.
I think I've seen enough.
Supposed to be just telling the secret riddle to everyone we fucking meet.
Come on, Nuri. I'll take you home.
Never cut the police tape.
What should we do now?
Did you hear what the mage said? She mentioned there were 5 people in the mob, but there
Only
were
four
only 4
pillars.
pillars in the clearing. What if the 5th person escaped? There would be a witness.
Or you just let me stay a raven. It isn't all that bad.
It is.
Not as long as I can do something about it. I'll ask around in town and try to find out what happened to Faye. You better stay here.
I'm tired anyway. I'll just sleep for a while. Will you wake me if there's any news?
I will. Sweet dreams.
Well, we're back here. We have the cucumbers. Nuri.
I don't want to wake her.
But for the cucumbers?
She was so beautiful, the two of us. The cheerful soul and the grouch. Who would have thought that we would get along so well? But by the next springtime, all our happiness was suddenly in the hands of a shady merchant. I hope I'm not running down a dead end. I don't want to wake her. This bracelet dragged Nuri's soul into the Raven in the first place. Actually, I'm the one who did that. I had to do it, or it would have meant the end of us all. I tried everything. I asked Herzinda Claire nothing, and anyway, I hope this far.
That's what he said before.
I was still very young when. I wonder how my life would have been if they'd lived. The seer's fairy harp. It's finally destroyed, thank the gods. That accursed harp.
But I've got the cucumbers. Cucumber harp?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't. Knife cucumber.
They're already cut.
Necklace cucumber.
No, what good would that do?
It would be awesome. That's what good it would do. Cucumber artifact.
That won't do any good.
Here's how this is going to go. I'm going to spend the next 5 hours of this game trying to use cucumbers on every single thing I come across. And eventually it will work, and I'll be so delighted. Exotic cucumbers. I mean, they're no ordinary cucumbers. Look what happens when you examine them.
They smell funny. Somehow. Oh, my head. My fex. What is this stuff?
There's some sort of, like, fucking drug cucumbers. Oh, we're back here again. Oh, hey, there's somebody in the stocks. Hey, the pigs are alive. It must be new pigs, obviously. I doubt that the pigs got resurrected.
I hate this stable, and I hate this pig trough even more. You ugly beasts. After I solve Phi's riddle, I'll hopefully never have to lay my eyes on you again.
Cucumbers?
Why? You ugly beast. After I... As soon as Nuri is herself again, we'll leave. That means my days as a bird catcher will be over, once and for all. Once Gwynling was gone, the Tanners' Guild tried to get their hands on the house. Luckily, Giacomo knew enough noblemen open to bribery. The children who emptied their chamber pot there yesterday, weren't they supposed to be working? I prefer the well outside the gates, and since yesterday I also know why.
The pigs probably swindled death, so they went back into their bodies. Hey, remember that swineherd you were talking to and then he eluded himself? That was good times. That was good times. He didn't have a quest. Doesn't matter. Besides, that guy was an asshole. That guy was tormenting us in the beginning and stole our fucking oak leaf thing. He was set up as an antagonist in the beginning, so did you really want to save him all that badly? No.
A little place all of his own. The Andergastrians love their misfits. Anyone who's different will end up there sooner or later. At least I was spared that when I was young.
I like how I don't even talk to this person. He's literally just a part of the scenery.
Anyone who's different, at least...
But the question is, how do you feel about cucumbers?
I can't think of anything.
Fine. Did we try cucumbers in the well?
Oh, come on.
Well, we know this leads out of town and this leads deeper into town. Let's go out of town for a second.
Not before I'm finished here.
Okay. Hey, what happened to Hilda? Who the fuck is this guy?
Rondra's house in Andergast. The goddess of battle has never looked upon me favorably. The warriors in the temple don't like me. They think I'm a cowardly louse who only brings them misfortune in combat. At least that's what they say. The warriors in the... At least that...
How do these warriors feel about cucumbers?
I can't think of anything.
Okay. Nasty ass fish alert. Nasty ass fish.
Fragile ceramics, overpriced glass bottles, ugly little caskets. Who's supposed to buy all this? I liked Hilda's old stand better.
Yeah, no shit.
He doesn't look like he's from around here. He's dressed too cheerfully, and he's too clean.
Who the fuck is this merchant come lately?
I bid you a good morning.
What is a jester doing in Hilda's booth?
I'm no mountebank. I'm a businessman. Should I wear rags like you? Oh, how I loathe these country bumpkins.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing. Can I interest you in some colourful ceramics? Or perhaps some fine glassware? I'm just passing through, so it's now or never.
You deal in glassware?
I heard that there is no glass in Andergast. You don't even have windows in this humble corner of the world. I came here to change that. How was I supposed to know that these stinking pig farmers don't have any money?
So you thought, hey, there's some people that don't even have glass. I'll bet they're loaded. Good one. Good one, buddy. Should have done a little market research before you came and set up your stupid shop. Speaking of, they don't even have glass, you don't even have a roof, so I don't know who you're getting uppity with.
Can you tell me anything about a stone and a scarab?
Is it a regular stone or a precious stone?
Good question. That's enough. Thanks.
Suspiciously clean, right? I should have had the minstrel from the first game manning the booth. Oh god, the minstrel.
Did you notice anything suspicious last night?
Did the thief visit you too?
What thief?
One of my glass boxes was stolen. I could only see the fellow from a distance. He carried a long staff on his back. Blasted herdsman.
Maybe it was a magic staff.
By the gods! What would a magician want with my cheap goods? I mean, I wouldn't have thought this rebel had that much taste.
You just fucking burned bread on your own goods. Worst merchant ever. I should have had the minstrel, yeah.
What was stolen?
A jewelry box made from fake gemstones. The junk wasn't worth anything anyway.
Then why was it stolen?
Did I say that out loud? It was worth a fortune, of course.
Wow.
What was...
It was... Weren't you going to buy anything?
No, thank you.
Such a waste of time.
I don't feel like this guy's gonna have a great deal of success. Also, fuck this guy.
But no. The whole stand would fall apart and the poor guy would be ruined.
People just casually bathing right here.
Spring is here. The pigs are procreating. Ah, the circle of life. Here, piglets are happily suckled, and at the inn they're serving pork roast. It's a never-ending loop.
It's beautiful. Maybe he rolled a 1 and thinks they're all amazing items. That was awesome. Yeah, Corwin is convinced Mappinock is hoarding magic.
They say that 5 people gathered there yesterday to chase Fahi out of the country. 4 were turned to stone. The 5th managed to come back here with a little luck.
The Fat Ham Inn. I can actually go inside now. We're not going to do that yet, though. Hello, bathing. Those are children?
Better than head first in the pig trough. My childhood wasn't that happy.
I thought one of them had a beard.
They seem so cheerful and carefree. Hard to believe that at some point they'll grow up to be Andergastrians.
Hold on. I forgot something important. Would you like to buy some strange cucumbers, sir?
I have no intention of selling my stuff to this peacock.
Children, would you like some strange cucumbers? In your bathwater.
Oh, come on.
Pigs, would you like some strange...
That won't do any good.
Fine. Who do we have here? A shepherd?
Luckily he's here today, not the smith. Although, ever since the citizens survived the terrors of last winter, they've stopped calling me a witch child. Even Andergast can change.
Now they call me a witch adult.
I'd better not distract him. The sheep will be slaughtered soon enough.
How does your sheep feel about strange
Won't
cucumbers? Fine. Ah, they're not going to stop me going into the Magic Academy this time.
School of Arcane Magic, Wizard School, call it whatever you want. First, the students learn the high art of magic here, and then they end up as simple soldiers in the Royal Army. Good thing they wouldn't admit me. The school courtyard is quiet. The students are probably out on maneuvers in the woods.
I've met a couple of them.
Oh, come on.
Not sure if the best day would be tomorrow or the day after. Okay, well, whichever works better for you. You remember
hey there,
this
Birdcatcher.
little puzzle?
The School of Arcane Combat is only for mages and novices. What are you doing here?
I want to talk to Alric. Actually, I want to talk to fucking Aes. I can't remember the phrase. I know Nox knows it.
Master Bodiak asked me to come.
Master Bodiak isn't here. Come back later if you want something from him.
I want to talk to that guy who just gibbers Eus Causa Discamus over and over. Can I go see him? Can I go to the castle? No, it won't even let me go the direction that leads to the castle. Okay. Well, in that case, we're going into the Fat Ham. Hey, there's
Garon,
Hilda.
Giacomo.
There's Giacomo with his
Hello,
goggles.
Garon.
Hello, Hilda.
What luck. Here I was thinking I'd sent you to your doom. Is it true what they say? Have people really been turned into stone pillars?
Yes, it's true.
By the gods.
Pillars. How you been, Jack?
How's the fairy research coming along?
All my energy is going into researching the reasons for Nuri's tragic transformation. It's difficult enough to study a people that don't even exist in Aventuria. Now I have to understand an exchange of souls between a raven and a fairy as well.
I don't know how I can ever repay you for your help.
Well, there is something.
Tell me.
Can you bring me some wine from Hilda's bar? She won't give me any.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Garon. You can put it in here.
Why won't she give you any? Hold on a second. It's ice time. Ice time. Ice time. Ice time. It's ice time. 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 Alright, I'm gonna try it, Nox. I'm gonna try it. So, I told the story yesterday, Sada, you weren't here. I told the story of how I ordered 12 bottles of Big K Diet Cola delivered to my house. And they didn't have 12 bottles. So they substituted 4 of the bottles with Cola O. So I actually have some Cola O here. And I'm gonna try some. It's been years since I've had it. Maybe it's got a new formula that's better. Oh man. This is gonna be horrible. This is like drinking the strange cucumbers. Alright, pouring. It's like instantly melting the ice. Strange vapors are coming off of it. It's eating through the glass. Cola O, yeah, it's literally just like eating gray ooze sliggins. I feel like I'm about to take 1d4 acid damage. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let it sit on the ice for a couple of minutes so that it can hopefully slightly partially dilute. Alright, tell me about Fahi.
How do you know Fahi?
I met him on my travels. He was said to own a rare fairy artifact I was interested in.
He's an artifact dealer?
He trades in them, but I never got the impression that he knows much about them. He even tried to sell me the fairy artifact as a mere ritual stone from the southern jungles. He had no idea what a treasure he was sitting on.
If Fahi is just a simple merchant, where did he get the power to transform Nuri back?
I don't know his secret, but I saw it with my own eyes. We were enjoying a cup of Tulamid gold when he brought out a pot with a berry bush and transformed it into a crane before my very eyes.
It could have been an illusion.
No, Geron. It was the most powerful magic I have ever seen. And he was smiling cheerfully as though it was no effort at all. Geron. That man can mold lives into other forms as he wishes.
Even into stone?
I assume so.
Basically, we're putting Nuri's future into the hands of fucking David Blaine. It could have been a trick. It could have been sleight of hand. This guy's probably just going to be like this charlatan at the end. Be like, hey, just kidding. I can't really do it, but thanks for helping me out. Don't let it touch your armor. Yeah, nobody actually got their armor reduced by the gray oozes. If they hit you with their physical attack, your armor is permanently reduced by 1 point. It's kind of horrible. Like, imagine if you had a suit of plate mail that you just spent like 1,500 gold on, and then a gray ooze hit you and your plate mail was reduced to 7 AC instead of 8 after spending all that money. It'd be a bad day. Tell me about the dream.
What about Fahi's dream?
Princess Saja's journey?
He only told me the beginning. Do you know the rest?
No. But the battle which he joined was the great battle in the Gorian desert between the demon lord Borbarat and Rohal the Wise. All Aventuria struggled to save the world from the demon invasion. Unfortunately, there was no one who could relate the tale.
Why not?
There wasn't a single survivor.
Or was there?
What about Fahi's riddle?
The stone and the scarab? I don't know. But perhaps it's the key to this whole story.
Can a single riddle really be that important?
Fahi seemed convinced of it.
Let's talk about something else.
Alright, where'd the fifth person go?
Were you here yesterday evening?
Yes, but in my room. The mood downstairs was too aggressive for me. There was a lot of alcohol involved.
Can you remember who was here?
The 3 at the next table, and then 4 others.
5 people attacked Fahi's tent yesterday, but only 4 were petrified. So the 5th must be here in this room. But which of the 3 is it?
Really? But how do we actually know that it was 5 people that attacked? I mean, yeah, that's what what's-her-name said, but how did she know?
Thanks, Giacomo. I'll see you later.
Wait, Fahi may prove to be a dark mage, but if you want to transform Nuri back, he's our only hope.
What are you talking about?
Fairies need fairy magic nearby, or their spirit changes. And for a long time, Nuri's body was the greatest source of fairy magic that she had. That means if you don't change her back soon, she'll lose everything that makes her a fairy. She'll forget everything. She'll forget who you are and what you experienced together. She'll even forget who she once was.
We can't let that happen.
Do you have any idea what happened to Fahi?
No, but I will soon. Hey, who was with the mob in the forest yesterday?
They're very obstinate fellows.
I'll handle them somehow.
Yeah, she had it inside her the whole time. Actually, there was a part earlier in today's playthrough where when I was playing the other character and I found the magic staff, and the magic staff basically told her that the answer was inside her. Yeah, not as bad as rust monsters. Those are always feared for a reason. Yeah, I don't understand. Why can't we just give her back the amulet so that she has the fairy water with her all the time?
Giacomo wants me to fill it with red wine.
Giacomo? Strange cucumbers?
I'm sorry, Garon, but I'm afraid I only know about fairy magic. And why?
Cucumber wine?
No, what good would that do? It tastes as good as it looks. A sight for the gods.
I just got an achievement for turning the pork roast.
By Travia, I needed that.
I like how I just walked in here and just basically stole some pork. I just cut some off of this. I didn't pay for this. And just ate it casually, like no big deal, apparently.
By Travia, I needed that.
Watch, if you do it like 5 times, you get an achievement. Like,
by Travia. By Travia. By Travia.
okay. Group of heroes. What makes them heroes? They don't look that heroic to me.
What kind of wine is that?
That's red Garon. From the North Marshes. Sounds delicious, huh?
Actually, it sounds like someone owes me a sample.
Watch out, Garon. The wood is more brittle than it looks.
I just wanted to get a little from the tap.
I'm afraid I can't let you. This wine has been promised to someone else.
What?
Wherever she works, Hilda will always be Hilda.
Group of heroes. Maybe he's not cutting off any pork. He's just slicing it and it's giving him some sick pleasure.
I thought you didn't see me.
Hello, Hilda. Since when are you the new barmaid?
Oh, since the sowing season. Did you miss me in the marketplace?
I was just asking. Since when?
Oh, did you?
Oh, come on, Hilda. Nobody will miss that little bit of wine.
I'm sorry, but this barrel has been ordered and paid in advance by Count Svendrik Rostling. He's going to pick it up tonight.
Can you tell me who was here yesterday evening?
Everybody that's here now. And then Wolfram with his sister and 2 friends. But they say something happened to them in the forest yesterday.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
In before Giacomo was actually the 5th attacker. Or Hilda! Hilda was the 5th attacker!
See you later, Hilda.
Don't keep me waiting.
Hilda, I have a serious question for you. How do you feel about strange
That
cucumbers?
won't do any good. Won't work. Hilda would have to tap the barrel first.
She said it was brittle.
Oh, come on, Hilda.
I'm sorry, but he's going to pick...
What if some terrible tragedy were to occur with this wine barrel? Oh no!
The wine now flows freely to the ground.
The barrel spontaneously broke. Let me help make sure too much of it doesn't get on the floor.
This is going to take a while. I'll just put the carafe under the drip and have a look at the ham while I wait. Fex be thanked. She didn't notice a thing.
There's a giant puddle of... I'm a fucking vandal.
There's more spilled now than I could gather in the carafe, but I think I've got enough for Giacomo.
That suspiciously clean merchant was the 5th attacker. He is fixated on that ham. Cucumber wine?
Nonsense.
Okay. Wine for Giacomo.
Thank you, Garon.
Don't mention it.
That's it? You're not
See
going to
you
tell me
later.
anything new because I did that for you? Look at this. I've made a giant mess. Alright, let's look at the heroes.
A Thorwalian, a lumberjack, and a... whatever he's supposed to be. What a strange bunch. A Thorwali... What a strange... Were the 3 of you here last night?
Who's asking?
Just tell me, were you?
None of your business.
All 3 of us were here.
The whole night?
The whole godless night.
You seem to be very relaxed.
My wife gave me the day off. And that after I spent half of last night carousing. A good woman.
Just drinking?
Not much. I had to play cards with my friend here, after all.
Who won?
Well, I did. This bum was a lot more drunk than I was and had to run outside all the time.
Was he gone long?
No, not very long, but long enough. Stupid. You should never leave an experienced player completely alone at the table in the middle of a game. An expensive lesson, but a necessary one.
So you fleeced your sleeping friend playing cards?
Yes. Every time he left me alone at the table, he came back a sure loser. That shows how inexperienced he is in games and in alcohol.
Hold on.
I'll get you sooner or later.
I can repair the cask, probably, huh? Still a giant puddle on the floor. No! Shit.
The wine now...
Fix it again. Everything's fine, Hilda.
What can I do for you?
Nothing's going
See you
on with
later,
the wine
Hilda.
cask.
Don't keep me waiting.
Hey. So you fleeced...
Yes, not sure.
Why are you staring at the boy like that?
I'm counting the lice on his head. Don't distract me.
Did you do that last night too?
No. Last night I got stewed and did my father proud. By Swafnir, did I quaff a lot.
So you were here the whole evening?
Yeah, right in this spot.
You were stretched out drunk on the table the whole evening?
Is that a crime?
No, I'm just asking. Hey you, wake up. Where were you last night?
Playing cards.
And?
Drinking.
The whole evening?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
You spent the whole evening here playing cards and drinking?
I don't know. Maybe.
That's all I'm going to get out of him. I think one of you is lying.
And who is that supposed to be?
The sleepyhead there.
And what makes you say that?
Seems depressed.
The two of you are wide awake. He, on the other hand, looks like he's been up all night.
No, he just drank too much. Come back when you know what you're talking about. Then I'll buy you one.
Hey. One of you went to help attack the Ptolemede in the forest last night, and I want to know who.
Beat it. No one here is ratting out anybody.
Exactly.
If I want a confession, I'll have to be a little more clever than that. I think one of you is lying.
And who is that supposed to be?
The sleepyhead there.
And what makes you say that?
He won't give me a straight answer.
Because he's asleep. Come on, just leave him alone and go away.
Hey.
No, it's probably the lumberjack.
You spent the whole evening here playing
Maybe.
That's all I'm going to... I think what...
And who?
The sleep...
And what?
Something seems to be weighing him down.
Yes, the alcohol and his empty purse. Believe me, you'd be just the same. And now, beat it.
What can I do for you?
Can you tell me who is...
Everybody that... And then Wolfram, but...
Thanks. See you later, Hilda.
Don't keep me...
So these two can't tell me who might have left? I mean, the lumberjack told me that this guy left several times to go to the bathroom, which seems kind of suspicious. Fucking Giacomo's over
See you
here
later.
just drinking his wine and not being helpful. You know what'll solve this? Strange cucumbers!
I don't want to have any more to do with that hungover bunch than is absolutely necessary.
Damn it. Alright.
Hey.
I think
I think one of you...
And who is that?
The lumberjack.
You.
And what makes you say that?
You said you were alone every time your friend went out to relieve himself. There's no one here who can testify where you were during that time.
Yes, there is. His purse. If I had taken off, how could I have won every blasted game? And now, leave me alone.
Hey. So you flee?
Yes, that shows how in...
I think one of you...
And who?
You.
And...
The others were much too drunk. You are the only one who could have made it to the forest.
And what if I wasn't in the forest at all? That doesn't prove a thing. And now let me smoke my pipe in peace.
Hey. I think one of you...
And who?
You.
And what makes you say that?
You're much too relaxed.
Come back when you have real proof.
Hey. I think one of you is lying.
And who is that supposed to be?
The Thorwalian.
And what makes you say that?
He claims to have been lying here drunk all night. But why doesn't he have a hangover?
Because I can take it, you milksop. And now, take what you've got coming.
Hmm?
Oh. Milksop.
Next time I should be very, very sure before I accuse a Thorwalian of lying.
I got a nosebleed achievement.
Nice to see you again. Weren't you going to buy it?
No, thank you.
These witnesses are useless.
I'd better not distract him. The sheep will be slaughtered soon enough. Hey. I think one of you...
And who?
The Thorwal...
And what make...
He claims to have been passed out here all night, but you said that you were alone every time you cheated at cards.
That's true. Now that you mention it, he was gone a pretty long time.
Shh! Quiet. I have to count.
Where were you? Not with my wife again, were you?
Blast. Now I miscounted.
Hey, I asked you a question.
Stop arguing! And please leave my guests alone, Geron.
I'm sorry, Hilda, but this is an important matter.
I know. I was there.
Wait, what?
What?
I'm the one you're looking for. I saw it all. I was drunk, and Geron, I didn't know what they were up to. I thought they were just fooling around.
Tell me what happened.
Wolfram said the Tulamides are in league with the demons, and merely disguised as simple merchants. Supposedly, they're trying to smuggle a dark artifact into the country. He said they want to use it to overthrow King Ephedon and turn all women into love slaves. First, Hartman was supposed to sneak into the tent and steal the artifact, and then signal to us with his lantern. That was supposed to be the sign to attack.
But it didn't get that far, did it?
I don't know. It's all so hazy.
Try to remember. You should start from the beginning.
I'll try. I remember. It had just stopped raining when we finally reached the clearing.
So Giacomo didn't notice? Yeah, Hilda, why didn't you tell me that before? God damn it, Hilda. Who lies to people? Who covers things up? The Rainbow Beavers wouldn't like that. They got the mask. Oh, she focused on the damn ham. That's the staff. That's the staff that Princess Satya had.
demon.
Oh, Geron, it was so horrible. There were horns growing out of his body all over, and he had a long, glowing staff on his back.
Just like the princess.
Promise me things will soon be the way they used to be.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it myself.
Will you now?
Come
outside with me, will you? Blast. If the school learns the demon rumors, they'll take the case away from me in an instant. What shall I do with you?
You could let me go.
We're well beyond that point. Do you also believe it was a demon? And why am I asking you? You probably believe everything you're told.
A demon in Andergast? That's quite unheard of. It would certainly stir things up around here.
That it would, indeed. All right, it's decided.
What?
Here's charcoal and parchment. Have Hilda draw you a picture of the attacker. We have to know exactly what we're dealing with here.
We?
Then find out what the beast wants. Maybe there's something we can use as bait.
As bait?
Right. And third, I need an astral accumulator. Well, my own astral energy probably won't be sufficient.
Sufficient? For what?
We need to be well prepared if we're going to set up a trap. Do I have to do everything by myself?
Wait, when did you become in charge of my quest?
Why should I help you?
I don't know. You were sneaking around the scene of the crime, questioning witnesses. You'll achieve your goal faster if you help me. Besides, you're old enough to know what you're doing.
That ham must have really porked their interest and made Hilda able to swindle them all. I gotta get that camera. I gotta get that camera so I can give you the look. You are correct.
I thought you didn't want me to get into danger.
Oh, I just wanted to get rid of you. I thought you were just a curious lumberjack. Now I know you're one of those would-be heroes, and I have sympathy for would-be heroes. I would also rather leap fully unprepared into a dark dragon's cave and risk my life than spend my days shearing sheep. Besides, time is short and I need help.
You could have had the whole school of magic behind you.
As soon as they find out that I'm hunting a demon, they'll pull me right off the case and let the masters do it. And I'd hate to let them have all the fun.
But now she's breaking the rules. First of all, lady, I'm not a would-be hero. See the game before this, in which I basically saved the world. Other people are would-be me's.
You want to catch a full-grown demon? You're just a lowly novice.
I can beat the other novices with one hand tied behind my back. And yes, I want to catch it. And banish it. Of course it's risky. But I'm not going to miss out on the adventure of my life by being careful. All that's missing is the drawing of the demon, bait, and the astral accumulator. And then we can get started.
Triss O! Triss O! Like Cola O? Is that what you were going for? You know what, speaking of which, it's not that bad, you guys. On ice. See, I never drank it on ice before. I always drank it out of a can. And like I said, it's been quite a few years, so they might have changed the formula up a bit. But it's not as bad as I remembered. At least not when you drink it on ice. I mean, it's not good. I certainly wouldn't buy it in preference to any other kind of cola, but it isn't like, you know, actually damaging me psychically to drink it. But you gotta have it on ice. If you drink it straight, you're gonna be a sad person.
What do you need for the trap?
A drawing of the demon, bait, and the astral accumulator from the school.
Now, what is this drawing? Oh, drawing, actually, a literal drawing that Hilda's allegedly gonna do.
Why the drawing?
I have to know what sort of entity we're dealing with. Look for people who say they saw something, and draw what they tell you.
Cola O. The new Cola O. Still the worst soda you've ever had, but you'll no longer retch up blood.
Why the drawing?
I have to know what sort of entity we're dealing with. Look for people who say they saw something and draw what they tell you.
What can be used to lure a demon?
It depends on the demon. Find out if anything has changed in town since yesterday. If something is missing, for example, maybe there's a connection. Then you come up with something similar and bring it to me.
Like this guy's glass box that got stolen.
What's an astral accumulator?
Another magical artifact. It's charged with astral energy that mages can rely on when their own power isn't enough. Alric had one until recently, but it was stolen. Find out who's got it and bring it to me. I assume it was someone in the school.
In before the demon stole it. Alright.
I think I understand.
Fine, I'll do it.
I don't know what I should think of this woman, but if I don't play along, she might find Fahi before me. So, you need a drawing of the entity, bait to lure it, and,
An astral accumulator. Here, I wrote it down for you, and you'll need this as well.
a ring with a lens?
That's another artifact from Alric's collection. It's called a hare's eye, an invention of the Master Dahoto. If you look through it, you can see traces of magic in the environment. Try it.
What? Oh, I just got another spell on my UI. Odom Arcanum. What? Oh, look, I can actually see. I just got Witcher senses. I can see the magical glow. In before the seer did a Voldemort and is back as a demon. Oh, I hope it's not just the seer again. Fuck the seer.
Oh, come on. Look through the lens.
What I think would be a lot cooler is if the demon is actually Princess Saja. If, like, slowly over time the staff took her over and turned her into a demon. Or the demon that the staff had made a deal with came to control her or something. But they probably won't do that. Because in this game, I don't know if you probably weren't here for the other part, Saito, but you play two different characters in this, actually. You have two different protagonists, and you kind of switch back and forth between them. One that was 450 years in the past, which is her, and then Garen. So let's see. What else did we learn here? Shortly after Garen leaves Fahi's tent, an angry mob attempts to chase Fahi out of the kingdom. The next morning, they're found petrified into stone pillars in the clearing outside the tent. The mighty battle, right. Brida is a novice in the combat seminar of Andergast, an academy of magic which trains combat magicians for the royal army. She's a brilliant student, the top of her class, and terribly frustrated by the drudgery of her life as a combat magician. If your life as a, quote, combat magician is drudgerous, I mean, you're using magic and doing combat. Bored. Yawn. Together with Garen, she wants to catch the demon who allegedly petrified the Andergastrians outside Fahi's tent. Nuri still can't fly. Aw, poor Nuri. In addition, Garen's old companion, the fairy researcher Giacomo Nauta, warns that she could soon lose all the memories of her past fairy existence. Garen should hurry if he wants to change her back and not lose his beloved forever. According to Hilda, the attacker was a demon who carried a magic staff on his back. Yeah, the same staff that Saji found. You gotta go? Alright, have a good one, Saito. Thanks for coming by. We'll see you. Hopefully, let us know soon when you want to do the next session. At the same time, an unknown person sneaks around the country, stealing rubies from prosperous nobles. Wait, what? We didn't hear about that, did we? Sometimes this actually spoils you. If you click on these things, once in a while, it'll tell you something that hasn't quite happened yet. Some games that with their quest journals, where it's like, look for something. I've got Prove you've mastered your new spell. Find a magical power accumulator. Look for something that will attract the suspect. Complete a detailed drawing of the attacker. Alright.
She wants me to look through the lens.
Oh, come on. Look through the lens.
I literally just did that. Now what? Click on this, I guess. There's nothing else I can do.
Did you see anything?
These glass shards.
Did they glow?
Yes.
That means someone cast magic on them. Maybe even our friend. Keep following the trail. Maybe there'll be a hint of what he's looking for.
I can keep the hare's eye?
Why not? The spell only lasts 3 days anyway. After that, the lens is worthless.
And what if I follow the trail and run right into the beast's arms?
Then you scream. Good luck. You can find me in the clearing.
Then you scream, she said. Thanks,
Who have I
Bryda.
come across now?
By the way, my name's Bryda.
I'm Giron.
Good hunting, Geron. On a rather unusual sort of hunt.
Actually, that was just me. I just magically broke that glass jar a half hour ago.
Fragile.
Nice to see.
What was stolen?
A jewelry box made from fake gemstones. The junk wasn't worth anything anyway.
Then why was it stolen?
Did I say that out loud? It was worth a fortune, of course.
I feel like
Weren't you going to
Saja's
buy
still
anything?
alive.
No, thank you.
Such a...
And she's looking for her. She's looking for her ruby. All right, we're gonna go back in here and see if we can get. What's up, Josiah? How you doing? Welcome. Charcoal and parchment.
Bryda wants me to draw a sketch of the demon on that, or have someone else draw it. To set a trap for the demon, Bryda needs me to get her the following things: an exact description of the entity, preferably from multiple sources, an accumulator for astral energy from the school, and something for bait. Whatever the entity appears to be seeking in Undergast, if there is such a thing.
Heap of shards.
Is that all now? Doesn't work. Some parts are still missing.
What's this? This is called Memoria. It is a point-and-click adventure game. It's the sequel to The Dark Eye Chains of Satinav, which I just recently played on my channel. So, she should be able to do some of the drawing for us.
What can I do for you?
Can you draw me a picture of the attacker?
I can try. That's him. That's what he looked like.
Nice.
Is that a magic staff on his back? Thanks, Hilda. You've been a big help.
I just hope they catch that monster as soon as possible. I won't be able to get a moment's sleep until then.
Don't worry, I'm already working on it.
Thank the gods.
Hilda drew the contours of the attacker for me. I wonder how to get another eyewitness report.
What can I do for you?
Can you remember anything else about last night?
No, just that eerie shadow. I'll remember that sight until the end of my days.
See you later, Hilda.
Don't keep me waiting.
After my accusations, I better stay out of their way.
How about the ham? Let's turn the ham. There you go. Giacomo? I really can't talk to him about this at all?
See you later.
Ever since I gave him that wine, he became completely unresponsive. Alright, you know what, Giacomo? What if I use the cucumbers on the shards?
That won't do any good.
What if I use the cucumbers on the
I
list?
don't think this is something Bryda is looking for.
What if I use the cucumbers on the sketch?
No, what good would that do?
Alright. I don't think it'll do me any good to go back to the Magic Academy right now, but let's just find out.
You again? What do you want?
Master Bodiak asked me to come. He has an artifact I'm supposed to tell him more about.
All right.
Oh.
His room is on the second floor, right next to the staircase.
Master Oakwood's old room.
How do you know that?
Long story. I'll be going.
And don't stray. If I see you anywhere other than in the Master's room, you'll be out of here on your ear.
Garen is sad that accuked that band of bard dwellers.
He's always been an idiot. Where can I find Master Bodiak again?
Take the stairs to the second floor. His room is right next to the staircase. And don't stray. If I see you anywhere other than in the Master's room, you'll be out of here on your ear.
Circle of Gods. Remember when we had to do the Circle of Gods puzzle and it opened up and there was a staircase here that went down to the hidden chamber?
Prios, Rondra, Efford, Travia.
Get going, lad. I know the names of the 12.
I'm going already. I know we didn't always see eye to eye, but please, protect Nuri and restore her old existence soon. We deserve it.
Whole braziers.
This enables the students to stand at attention here even at night. I don't need any coals. The School of Arcane Combat in Andergast. Only last winter I saved everyone's behind, and now they're acting like nothing ever happened. I find it hard to believe that I once aspired to study here. This is already the 4th time I've broken in here. The last time I was looking for spells that might be able to help Nuri, but all I could find were wilderness guides and fighting instructions.
Latrines?
Oh, yuck. This yard is ripe with its very own kind of magic. I've got my own chamber pot for those purposes. This is Master Oakwood's old chamber. I wonder what became of him.
Master Oakwood was the guy, right? The Ius Causa Discamus guy?
This time I'll use the door.
Yeah, that's his room right there. Oh, I wonder if I can go... Look, oh, it's all the same places.
Eius Causa Discamus. Eius Causa Discamus.
Again.
Eius Causa Discamus. Eius Causa Discamus. All those old languages. Bosperano, Ancient Tulamedia. Couldn't they settle on one and stick to it from the beginning?
We never got to come in here before, though. We never got to come in here before.
I heard the school saves money wherever possible. Now I know what they mean. They won't even let the students get some sleep.
Huh? Who are you? Get out of here!
No. Oh, you know what? I should use this on every single screen.
There's a faint glow coming from the door on the right.
Yeah, if you're not detecting a bunch of magic in the School of Magic, something's wrong. Oh, magic glow.
You again? Out.
Seriously, I can't walk around that.
I really need to learn to be more quiet.
Oh, motherfucker. Hey, I got an achievement for doing that 3 times. You get some kind of dumb achievements. Fix it.
Nothing happened. The wood is too far gone already.
Okay.
Is that the astral accumulator Brida's looking for?
Cucumbers on the floor.
I can't think of anything.
Shards on the floor. That'll make it
what
quiet.
good would that do?
All the wiggle waggling to get over to the glow. Alright, we'll come back to that room. Let's go to the library. I remember the library.
Hard to believe that mages are doing research here. There isn't a trace of magic in the entire library. Only a faint glow between the shelves back there.
There's the...
This is where Giacomo and I hatched our plan for saving Andergast. These are just copies of books that I stole the other day.
Ha!
I'm getting tired of these shelves. I already took everything that looked the least bit helpful during my last break-in. For anything else, I should ask Bryder. There's someone between the shelves. Hello?
Oh, hello, my friend. You don't look like you belong here. Can I help you with something?
Who are you?
Me? I'm studying here. Magic, combat, bit less magic, lot more combat. Anybody who dreamed of magic as a child soon loses those illusions here. Unless they come to me.
What does that mean?
I'm putting the magic back into magic. And how are you doing that, you ask? Well, that all depends on the needs of my customers.
Customers?
What are you doing here?
I'm in bed with a cold, while the others are running around in the forest playing war.
It looks more like you're kneading little lumps of honey.
Correct. But except for you and me, nobody knows that.
What are you really doing? Why the honey?
By a rather circuitous route, I came across a spell from Punin. It cost me a few small favors, but it was worth it. Do you see these honey coins I've pressed? Watch. Harden what's soft and stem the flow. The honey is now as hard as stone, but unfortunately it's still too translucent to pass as real gold. But with the right mixture, it could work.
So he's making fake coins. He's putting in enchantment. Does this take place in England? No, just say it. It takes place in a fantasy realm, not a real... It takes place in Aventuria, which is the fantasy setting of the Dark Eye role-playing game from Germany. Hardening spell.
You can harden liquids?
Rather call it upgrade. My honey to gold experiment is only the beginning. I'm open to further suggestions at any time.
You can harden...
I'm open.
Wonder if we can learn that spell.
What can you tell me about Bryder?
Oh, Bryder is brilliant. The masters are all crazy about her. She's definitely one of the good ones. She believes even more in the magic within things than I do. All those piffling spells these days must bore her to tears.
I'm looking for an astral accumulator.
You know more than one might think from looking at you. A genuine astral accumulator is very rare and valuable. A novice with rich parents hired me to steal old Owley's so he could cheat in the examination.
Owley?
Master Ulrich. It's an open secret that he's obsessed with rare artifacts. The artifact hunters in the Hycinda Temple had better not find out, though. Who knows? Maybe one day that knowledge will help me pass my own examination.
Where do I find the accumulator?
In the dormitory.
I feel like there's a reason why they have him hidden behind the bookshelf and we only get to see his shadow. I think this character is going to be important later and they don't want to reveal him yet. Or there's going to be, you know, like somebody... I don't know. I could be wrong.
Where do I find the... Somewhere in the dormitory. Stupid, you've got an artifact full to the brim with astral energy, and the only place you can hide it is in a room full of jealous apprentice magicians. I wonder how long it'll still be there.
Alright, let's go. Alright, let's actually go see if we can talk to Aes Causa Discamus in here, who's actually apparently gone and we have to talk to. whoever the new guy is. I forgot his name. He's not important enough to have a thing about him in this, so...
Yes? Ah, here he is. What do you want?
A.S. Causadiscimus guy used to sit right there. Remember the big stuffed monster thing is still here? We came in that window originally.
You're
Alric.
suddenly so cheerful.
Can't an old man be happy once in a while?
I just mean with the petrified people and the rumors about a demon.
All nonsense. Soon everything will be just as before.
You seem to be very sure of that.
That I am, my boy. That I am.
I definitely think they changed the formula of this Cola O. It's less terrible than it was before. Hashtag less terrible than it was before. What's up with the mask?
It's about the mask.
What about it?
Can I have it?
I want my artifact back.
Your artifact? According to Bryder's report, you just stumbled upon the mask.
Where did you take it?
It's my responsibility to keep the unconcerned far from any magical developments. That applies especially to hotheads who consider themselves to be budding magicians.
What's so important about the mask? Is it dangerous?
Only for someone who has a command of ancient Talamedia. The rest is of no concern to you.
If you don't intend to tell me anything more about the mask...
We may as well change the subject, yes?
Hey, Text TV, what's up, Brad? How you doing? Thank you so much for the hosts. AMX, hello, welcome. How you doing? Thanks, Brad. What's going on? After the 35th death, Cola O decided to tweak their formula so it wouldn't quite kill their customers. After the 35th suicides, you mean? Status of the investigations.
Have you found out what happened last night?
Why would that interest a bird catcher?
People are afraid.
Those pig farmers are scared of everything. That's why it's important to resolve this case as quickly as possible. We can't have the rabble taking matters into their own hands. And we saw last night what can happen to a mindless mob.
I'll be leaving then.
It's about time. Yes? You again. What is it this time?
Oh, I was hoping I could mess around with stuff in his room, but I guess
I'll be
not.
leaving then.
It's about time.
The Cola O officers have the 35 tunics. The 35 tunics. Into the library. The stone tablets.
All those old languages. Bosperano, ancient Talamedia. Couldn't they settle on...
Cucumbers?
No. What good would that do? This still worked during my last visit. Somehow I don't enjoy mindless trial and error like I used to.
Alright, let's try this dormitory situation again. So we can't move forward and mess with anything without stepping on those floorboards, which apparently causes this
He
novice...
didn't notice me. Is that the astral accumulator Bryder's looking for?
Apparently that person has the power to kick me out. What the hell is this? Looks like some sort of sheep penises or something. What?
A broken chamber pot. It was empty. Praised be the 12.
Well, I fixed the pot, but I can't fix...
Nothing happened. The wood is too far gone already. Nothing happened. The wood is too far gone already.
It's a bunch of chests. What do I do about these floorboards? It won't let me fix it. Cucumbers?
No. What good would that do?
No, cucumbers don't help.
Hey!
Alright, I guess I'll have to come back. Is there a way to simply walk around them? I see. Good idea, not— oh, god damn it! You just have to watch out for the pathing.
A chest. Nothing usable here. Another chest. No, that's just a bunch of junk. Chest number 3. None of that looks the least bit useful.
This is the chamber pot that I fixed, but that's not even interactable anymore. This is the one that had the magic glow.
To earn a chest. I don't see anything special. I'll leave all that stuff here.
No, you do see something special. See? That's where the magic glow is.
There's a glow around the lamp. This could be the astral accumulator Bride is looking for. Is that the astral accumulator Bride is looking for? Is that the astral accumulator Bride is looking for? They all look the same. What would I do with this stuff? Is that the astral accumulator Bride is looking for? He didn't notice me.
Just jump out and scare him now. Ha! Alright, so we got 2 things out of there.
Is that the astral accumulator Bride is looking for?
But we don't know which one is the astral accumulator. Maybe this guy will know. Hey, this guy. The lower half of a doll.
It's me again.
May the gods be with you, old boy.
Oh, cool, I can ask him. Is this the astral accumulator? Is this the astral accumulator?
I'm looking for an astral accumulator.
You know more than one might. A novice.
Owly?
Master of the artif. Who knows?
Where do I...
In the dome.
Where do I find the astral accumulator?
Somewhere in the... Stupid. You've got an artif. I wonder how long it'll still be there.
You can hardly lick... Where do I...
You've got...
But I just want to show it to him.
It's me again.
May the gods be with you, old boy.
The Continuum Transfunctioner in Dude, Where's My Car?
Where do I find...
I wonder...
Well, Bryda will know. I could take these to Bryda, at least, and she'll be like... She can tell me if one of them is it.
Yes? You again.
I'll be leaving then.
It's about time.
Okay, I think I'm done here for now. I wonder what I do with these braziers, though. Straw dolls?
I don't think they practice flinging fireballs here. Nuri might like one of these dolls. Too bad it's too large to carry.
Alright, I guess I'll be back here to mess with other stuff later. This guy says pain in the neck when you mouse over him.
He's always been an idiot. Where can I find my...
Take the stairs. His room is... And don't... If I see...
Where can I...
Take his... And if...
Alright, at least Garen is accumulating candidates for the item. Let's see what you did there. Alright, I need to find other...
Doesn't work. Some parts are still missing.
Right.
That doesn't need to be repaired. Ah, the circle of life. Here, piglets are... It's a never-end...
I'm going to try to talk to Giacomo again real quick, but I don't expect anything to happen. Yeah, he's
See you later.
Now. This guy's useless.
The children who emptied, weren't they? It's been a while since I heard from the Tanners Guild. They seem to have realized that I won't give up my house. At least not until Nuri is her fairy self again. This is the district boundary. It's exactly where the stench from the tanneries ends, and the smell of the pig urine begins.
Lovely. Oh, magical glow.
The tracks lead up to my window.
Oh. It's interesting you completely skip the downstairs now when you come in. Of course. To the cabinet thing that allegedly doesn't have anything in it.
What's that? More broken glass? Somebody was here last night. Someone who by the light of the lantern picked something apart piece by piece and watched us sleeping at the same time. What's going on here?
Purple shards. Heap of shards.
Purple shards, almost red. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. I put all the shards I could find in a heap. The whole thing was an ugly glass box. There's a gap in the lid, as if one single piece was still missing.
I know whose glass box this is. It's that merchant.
There's a hole in the... I wonder if anyone can tell me more about it. How quickly everything changes. I don't want to wake her. This bracelet dragged near. Actually, I had to do it. I tried the artifact.
Okay. So we've got the glass box. We can go back and talk to the merchant about it.
Nice to see you again. What can I do for you?
What was stolen?
A jewelry box made from fake gemstones. The junk wasn't worth anything anyway.
Then why was it stolen?
Did I say that out loud? It was worth... Weren't you going to...
No, thanks.
Such a...
Apparently I need to find the final piece
There's a
of
hole
this.
in the shape. I wonder if any... That won't do any good.
What if I put a cucumber in the hole?
That won't do any good.
It was worth a try. If I knife the
No,
box.
what good would that do?
Odum Arcanum.
I can see a faint glow above the School of Magic, but the mages are responsible for that. Just watching.
Any magic in here?
Hilda has complained so many times that her magic has no effect on me, but she hasn't even got any.
Oh, Garen, you just don't get it. Yeah, maybe the hole was an actual gem. Maybe it was the ruby. And he just thought it was fake, but that seems unlikely.
I can see a faint, but the mage just...
I never used it in the courtyard.
No, he's just waiting for a chance to throw me out of here again.
I can't go this way. I have to go back by the house. What if I use this now? Still showing that, but that's just...
Whatever came through here is capable of climbing. The children who emptied their... Weren't they supposed...
I don't understand what that little clue is supposed to be about.
You ugly beasts. After I solve Fi's riddle...
Okay, let's go back into the forest. There's Bryda. Oh, his bag.
He was so fascinated by the mask that he left all of his belongings behind. Why does everyone know what this is all about, except for me? Nothing but junk in there. This is the shell the man pressed against the pillars before. I'll take it with me. Nothing else in there.
Magic seashell?
Didn't Ulrich try to read the thoughts of the petrified people with this?
Ooh.
This one hasn't seen anything.
That's useful.
What happened here? Somebody turned the butcher into a slab of stone.
The butcher.
He tried to kick the Ptolemies out of the country, and he was punished for it. As far as I'm concerned, he got what he deserved.
Maybe the children saw the demon thing. Yeah, I should go back and...
What happened here?
Try to talk to them. Through their shelter.
He didn't even get a good look at his attacker before he ran away screaming. What a coward. She really seems to be serious about the trap. What's that on the ground?
A magic circle. If
It's
we're really
Irden.
facing a demon, we can't go wrong with a magic circle. It's finding the right spell that worries me. Have you found what we need?
You want to catch a full-grown demon? You're just a lowly novice.
I can beat the other novices with one hand tied behind my back. And yes, I want to catch it. And banish it. Of course it's risky. But I'm not going to miss out on the adventure of my life by being careful.
Okay, I have some of the drawing.
Why the drawing?
I have to know what sort of entity we're dealing with. Look for people who say they saw something and draw what they tell you.
What can be used to lure a demon?
It depends on the demon. Find out if anything has changed in town since yesterday. If something is missing, for example, maybe there's a connection. Then you come up with something similar and bring it to me.
What's an astral accumulator?
Another magical artifact. It's charged with astral energy that mages can rely on when their own power isn't enough. Ulrich had one until recently, but it was stolen. Find out who's got it and bring it to me. I assume it was someone in the school.
But I have one. I mean, I think.
What's an...
Another. It's charged with... Ulrich had... Find out. I assume...
I'll keep looking. See you later.
Oh, I can try to use the items on her.
That's all Hilda saw.
There's nothing to be seen. Try to find another witness.
But except for Hilda, there wasn't anybody in the clearing.
Look around. Maybe we missed something. Thanks, but I don't do that sort of thing.
What? Don't do what sort of thing? I just showed her the cucumbers.
Why should I? Is this what you're looking for?
Odum Arcanum. Yes, that's it. Good work.
Here.
What's that?
The astral accumulator.
Odum Arcanum. Geron, that thing isn't even magic. I'm afraid you've fallen for a red herring.
Well, great.
Baited.
The trail led me to this box.
Then that isn't what it was looking for, or else they wouldn't have been left behind, right? What is that hole in the lid? There seems to be something missing. I've never seen Master Bodiak so beside himself. As soon as he saw the mask artifact, he forgot everything, even his shell.
What does it do?
A look into thoughts spell is woven into it. He was trying to use it to create a connection with the petrified people. I've never... He was trying...
I was trying to use it to look into her thoughts, but it's like, nope.
These pillars remind me of Phi's description of the burial chamber. I can still sense life within him. Creepy. Didn't Alric try to read the thoughts of the... He's got nothing interesting in his head.
Totem Arcanum.
The whole clearing is glowing. There's so much magic in the air here, I can't even see my own hand.
This is the one who actually got the mask.
He's behind the tent.
Oh!
By the gods, what was that? I'll sketch it right away.
Now it has a face.
That'll have to do for a description. It won't help. There's so much magic.
Let's go into the tent. Totem Arcanum.
How odd. There's nothing magical in this room. Perhaps Phi isn't a mage after all.
Perhaps he's not. Alright, Bryda. Here is a good sketch.
It won't get any more detailed than this.
Ooh, doesn't have any eyes. Thanks, Garon. That should suffice.
Bryda?
Hmm?
I'll keep looking. See you later.
Goodbye, and good luck.
Alright. So what I need... is bait, which will be the gem, presumably. And I need... Here's a sketch. We could have you use the shell on the pillar so you could see it yourself, but just take this crappy drawing instead, right? Yeah, time to... Oh, the guy in the stocks might have seen something.
Anyone who's different, well, at least I would... I don't know.
What about the pigs? Maybe the pig saw something.
Why?
Okay. What's Nuri dreaming about?
I don't want to wake her.
Okay. How about this guy?
I have no intention of selling...
Apparently you can only use the look on thoughts in people that have been turned into pillars.
Does this tell you anything?
By fex, that's it! That's the glass box that was stolen! Where did you find it?
In the road. Someone picked it apart, shard by shard.
Yes, and kept only the rubies.
There are rubies missing?
Yes, the hole in the lid held a glass ruby.
Someone's going around stealing rubies?
Yes. Supposedly several have disappeared between here and the Midden Realm in recent weeks.
I should tell Bryda about that.
May I have the box back now?
Oh, it just broke in my hands.
Oh, keep it. This is all pointless anyway.
Here, just fix it.
The whole thing was an ugly glass. There's a gap.
There you go.
He said that only one glass ruby is missing.
Apparently I still can't give it back to him even though I just fixed it.
I have no... They seem so cheerful and carefree. Hard to believe that it's some... I don't know. I don't know. Won't work.
Doesn't seem like I can talk to the children after all.
School of Arcane Magic, Wizard School, call it whatever you want. First, the students learn the high art of magic. Good thing, the school, the students are... Luckily he's here today, not the smith. Although, ever since the citizens survived, even Andergast... Oh, come on.
Ruberglar. Ruberglar. I see what you did there. Wow. Ruberglar. Look into thoughts, but not really. Only on pillar people.
I don't want to have any more to do...
Look into thoughts is very specific.
I'm sorry, Geron, but I...
Oh, come on. Why?
I'm sorry, Geron.
Alright. I need to find the ruby. And I need to find...
I can see a faint glow, but the maid just...
I feel like something was put down this well.
The children who went, weren't they I prefer the well outside the gates, and since yesterday I also know why.
That glass box was reduced to ruble? See, there's a...
Whatever came through here is capable of climbing.
Need to find the ruby. And
To set a trap for the demon, an exact description of an accumulator for and something.
that's it. We've already got the accumulator in the description. We just need to find the ruby. But where could it have gone?
There's nothing left here besides the shards. Whatever was here didn't make much of a ruckus, just watching. The whole thing, there's a gap. Nonsense. These pillars remind... She really seems to be serious about the trap. Ryder? What can be used to lure a demon?
It depends on the demon. Find out if anything has changed in town since yesterday. Maybe then you come up with something.
Yeah, I
I'll
need
keep
to
looking.
find something
See you later.
Goodbye.
that appears to be a ruby. Strange cucumbers don't seem to be getting it done. I'm gonna try talking to the merchant again.
Fragile ceramic. Who's supposed to...
Nice to see you.
Oh, I can ask him about a ruby specifically now. Cool.
Have any more rubies vanished?
Not from me, to be honest. Those were the only gems I had.
Have any more rubies?
Not from, to be honest.
That's not
Weren't
helpful.
you going to buy anything?
No, thank you.
Such a waste of time.
I liked Hilda's old stand better.
Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. What if I got some wine from the tavern and took the wine to the hardening guy and have him harden the wine into a fake ruby?
Oh, Geron, please leave the barrel alone. The wood is old and fragile.
But do I have anything to keep the wine in?
The wine now flows freely to the ground.
Can I put the wine in the seashell?
That won't do any good.
Can I put the wine in the glass box?
The gap in
I
the lid
can.
is now full of red wine.
Alright, perfect. Yep, I got it. That's what you do. You obviously take this to the hardening guy now.
I poured some wine into the gem-shaped indentation.
Got it.
It's me again.
May the gods be with you, old boy.
You can harden liquid.
My honey, I'm open to...
Hold on. Wine bowl.
Can you harden this wine for me?
Terrific idea. That would give us a ruby, right? Of course I can. But what's in it for me?
What do you want?
Nothing from here in Andergast. I can get all that myself. They tell me Tulamides are in the country. Bring me something unusual from their tent, and maybe we can make a deal.
Yes! I finally know what they're for! Strange cucumbers!
I found this cucumber.
Show me. And now the wine. Harden what's soft and stem the flow. One freshly forged ruby for my new best friend. Whatever you're planning to do with it, I suggest you hurry. The effect won't last long.
What's so special about that vegetable?
Let's just say it doesn't just fill you up. Nice doing business with you.
Watch, he's the ultimate villain, and that cucumber was the final thing he needed for his evil ritual of world destruction. Dubious magic.
It looks deceptively real for the small price of one mysterious cucumber.
We got the dubious ruby. Dubious rubius.
Everything seems to indicate that the demon is searching Andergast for rubies. He'll have a hard time finding them in the streets among the common people.
Alright, let's catch us a demon.
Since everything points to our attacker liking rubies... Here!
I know where that came from. The theory with the ruby is a bit far-fetched, but I can't think of anything better myself. You need to stand further away. I'm preparing the magic circle now.
I fucking moved 2 feet!
How much farther is it?
What?
What is it?
I thought you said something.
No. Unfortunately, I can only create the basic conditions. I'll only know the right spell when I see the beast.
I'm amazed the mob didn't run away from the tent.
The attacker probably came out of the woods.
To Draconia. How much further is it?
That's Saja.
This time I heard it too. I'm so tired all of a sudden.
Eyes on the tree!
By
Eyes
the
on
gods,
the tree!
Garon, the tree! It was
Cthulhu
here the
tree.
whole time.
What do you want?
I'm hungry. I need to eat.
Oh, and I just gave away the only cucumbers I had.
If I starve
Before the mask gets to Draconia, you won't see a single shilling.
It is her.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm a child of the city. I don't know my way around here. It's still many miles to Draconia. And we've only just begun to climb the mountain. I have to eat.
Give me silver.
Silver?
The silver platter from the burial chamber. Give it to me.
Princess, he seems to be offering you a trade. Do you really want to do that?
Hey, we're back to playing her. Okay. All sorts of shenanigans going on here. Oh, I've got all this stuff still. The dagger.
My only weapon against that dirt bag. The silver platter from the burial chamber. I kept it in case I needed anything valuable on the way.
I'm always at your service, mistress.
Until I know what it does, I'll keep it in my bag. A roll of bandages. Haroun had my father's eyes. Now I know why. I've been carrying this with me for so long that it's almost become a part of me. He led me out of Fazar into the mountains, without provisions and without a map. I won't surrender myself to him that easily. I'll fend for myself. The silver platter for a piece of lamb. Agreed?
Give it to me now.
It's still morning, and he's already settled in for the night. We'll never reach Draconia this way.
Oh, look, she appeared over here now. After Fahi speaks to Garon about transforming Nuri, he vanishes without a trace. On his search, Garon encounters an eerie figure in the forest, and now has visions similar to Fahi's. He too dreams of Princess Saja's journey to Draconia. Okay, so Garon is having this vision right now. Okay.
It's still morning, and he's already settled in for the night. We'll never reach Draconia this way.
Safsha.
I just took your pelt.
I suppose the deal is off.
I don't have to rely on him. I can catch something myself. How come you're suddenly talking again? You've been mute since we left the caves.
I was afraid.
Afraid?
Yes. I was stuck in a dark but safe hole for thousands of years. I don't know who I am, where I come from, where I'm going, and how this is all going to end. In addition, I'm bound to a grim woman who carries what is probably a demonic staff on her back. Of course I'm afraid! Don't laugh! Whenever I think I've figured you out, you laugh like a perfectly normal woman again. Even the growling of your stomach is that of a plain mortal.
It's high time I ate something.
What? Your guide has you in the palm of his hand. He knows you'd be lost in this wilderness without him.
Just wait and see. I saw an animal's burrow behind the tree. I'll catch whatever lives there and eat it. He led me out of Fazar without provision. I won't surrender. This was wrapped around the pelt. The pelt of a Koram beast. Rahwan uses it to sleep on. He gave me nothing. This was wrapped around the pelt. I've never seen that kind of flower. There would be enough room here for a trap, but I think I'll do it some other way. Some shrub or other. I don't know my way around here. I'm a city girl.
Where are you walking to?
I could hide behind that, but not without good reason. There are enough twigs strewn about here already. I've never seen that kind of flower.
Dandelion.
I've already got a handful. I've never seen that kind of flower. There would be enough room here for a trap, but if a woman could live on flowers alone, then I would never go hungry again. I hope it won't start talking when I touch it.
Don't worry. I'll forever be the only talking stick in your life, Shahrazad.
Fantastic.
Maybe I can make some kind of snare.
A totally normal branch. I don't much care for random guesswork. I don't need a piece of that. Better not. I might still need it. Better not. I might... The tree grew through the rock. It's too heavy, but why would I want to lift it anyway? An animal has claimed this part of the old ruins. Come on out, little beast. I need to eat you.
You have a way with words, Shahrazad.
I only lie when I have to.
You like dandelions?
Come on out, little beast.
You have a way with...
I only...
Well, let me put the...
I don't see any connection. First, I need to coax it out. That won't do as bait.
But I put dandelions down. Animals eat those, but how about some booze?
No, that's not it. It took the bait. That can't be cut. I don't see any connection. No.
I can get it to come here maybe, but then I still need to set up some sort of snare.
That won't do as... First, I need to coax it out.
It's coaxed, maybe.
That can't be cut. There are plenty of flowers left.
Maybe it thinks the coax is clear. Now I'm luring it with a trail of dandelions. But then...
Come on. Come farther out.
But then what's going to happen even if I do?
That'll never work. I don't much care.
Well, maybe if I hide.
Yes, come closer. I've almost got you.
Alright, dagger on the rabbit.
Rat, it's too fast. I'll have to catch it some other way.
Now can I make a trap?
There would be enough room here for a trap, but I think I'll do it some other way.
We're not making a trap, apparently.
I can't lose my head. Better not, better not. That only works very good. Now it's far enough from its burrow to catch. That only works with magic artifacts.
So the rabbit is here.
That's exactly what I need now.
I don't know how I'm supposed to do it without making a trap. Like if I hide behind the bushes, the rabbit will come out.
Very good. Now it's far enough from its burrow to catch. I could hide behind that, but not without good reason.
Good reason is because I said so.
Rat, it's too...
No, hide behind the bushes and reach out and catch it with the staff.
Once was enough.
Don't even think about it. I'm a lot sturdier than I look.
So I lay down the pelt.
The pelt is lying in the grass.
Then I use the rope.
What shall I fasten it to?
Then I use the stick. No, 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 no. Then I use the stick. Then I use the rope. Now I have a trap. Right? Bushes with end of rope. That worked really well. Do 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 do.
Now that was a bit of a failure.
Then I add a shiny
I'd rather not.
silver platter to it.
No, that's not it. No.
How do I make this better?
I don't see any... That'll never... Now that's just... I don't need a piece. I don't need... The dagger isn't enough to fasten the pelt to the ground.
The dagger isn't enough to fasten the pelt to the ground.
I don't much... Useless as always.
What did you just say?
Oh, nothing. The staff is too long to replace the stick.
I'm not cut out for menial tasks anyway.
I don't see any connection. That won't lead to anything.
Okay. Let's go up the hill.
I'll stay here for now.
Or let's stay here for now is the other thing that could happen.
That's exactly what... It's too heavy, but why would I want to lift it anyway? The tree grew through the rock.
So, it gets trapped under the pelt, but then... No. Put the rope back.
Don't even think.
It's too heavy, but why would I want... I'll save my strength for the war. There are plenty of flowers left. That'll never work. That won't lead to anything. That won't get me anywhere.
Alright, how do I make this trap? Throwing a piece of stone on it while it's caught in the pelt, yeah. Well, it doesn't actually let me do anything while it's caught on the... Oh, wooden logs. Maybe I can...
took care of the wood. Rahwan hasn't lifted a finger since Fazar.
Can I take a wooden log? I can.
Dry wood for starting a fire. Rats, it's too... The logs are too blunt to stick in the ground. The logs are... Better not. I don't even know where I should start.
I have to sharpen the logs
Now
with the
that's just
knife.
I made them pointy.
Now I've got wooden stakes. Well, let's see if it works now. That rabbit is really dumb. Continuing to... What?!
Now that was a bit of a failure. The dagger isn't enough to fast.
Rabbit is just trolling her at this point.
I made holes in the pelt with the stakes. It's now stuck firmly to the ground. I hope the stakes stay in place. I would have to remove the stakes again first. It holds up the trap. I'll take the rope with me too. I've reconsidered. Very good. Now it's far enough from its burrow to catch. I guess he doesn't want it anymore. I've reconsidered. You can have it. I guess he doesn't... Rahwan led us. He knows...
But does he...
Obviously not. But before we go on, how can I make a...
Okay. I can spring the trap on it, but then when I do, it just escapes. Even though the thing is staked down, it's not staked enough.
I'm not finished here. No. Useless as always.
What did you just say?
Oh. Useless. What? Oh. The staff is too...
I'm not cut out.
What shall I fasten it to?
I feel like this should be working.
I don't much care. That'll never... Now that's just... I'll save my... That can't... The stakes are... The dagger isn't enough. That would be too cruel. Until I know exactly what the mask does, I'll leave it be. It only works on people. It only works on...
The mask is supposed to turn failure into victory, right?
It only works on people.
Damn it.
The staff is too long.
I'm not cut out.
I'd rather not. I'd rather not. There would be enough room here for a trap, but I think I'll do it some other way. That can't be cut.
A flowery meadow can't be cut?
That won't get me anywhere. There are plenty of flowers left. Now that's just uninspired.
I don't know what to do.
How am I supposed to reach Draconia without food? Are you listening to me? Part of our agreement is that you keep me alive. Pointless. He's ignoring me. If I want something to eat, I'll have to hunt for it myself. Rats, it's too... Better not.
Catch the rabbit. Build the trap. Don't be afraid to rethink your plan if it doesn't work immediately.
The pelt is now full of holes. I can't get the last stake out.
Show me your dagger.
Now he wants my dagger, too. There would be an...
Aha, I've redesigned the trap.
That won't get me anywhere. That won't get me... Better not.
Let's just try it like this. Aha!
Got it.
Impressive.
Poor thing. And now? Can't just eat it raw.
Here, take these stones.
Oh, who doesn't need stones?
No, these are special stones for fire.
He seems to be holding something in his hand.
Special stones for fire. Alright, fire stones. Stones of fire. Ember stones.
Now I just need to start a fire. This was wrapped around a total...
Can't I just put the stakes on the fireplace?
How can I make a fire now?
Use the stones.
He's holding something in his hand. Is that a peace offering?
Come on now, take it.
These are flints. Thank you.
And now the staff.
What?
Stones for the staff. That's the price.
You're smoking rocks, sir.
I learned to handle these when I was very young.
You can't have the staff.
Thank you for not giving me away.
I thought you wanted to get rid of me.
As unpredictable as you are, he's even worse.
He didn't like that. Oh, he did take the staff, and probably the ruby.
I have failed. I might as well just lie here and die. Oh. No. He took everything. He only left the flints and the mask. I'll hunt that bastard down. I'll catch him, and I'll gut him like a rat. No one flouts me and gets away with it. I learned to handle these. Until I know what it does, I'll keep it in my bag. That would be too cruel.
And he took the rabbit. Yeah. Oh, that's it! End of chapter 2! Chapter 3, chapter 3, chapter 3, chapter 3, chapter 3, chapter 3.
Where did he go? Are those animal tracks? Or was it Rahvan? If I follow the wrong trail, I may never find my way back. Perhaps with these berries. So I came from here. This way I can't possibly get lost.
Can't possibly. Because those bears will definitely stay there no matter what. Nothing will eat them or brush them aside. There won't be any wind.
I hope this is worth the trouble.
Ha! I just took them! I'm all like, so I won't possibly get lost. Let's just grab the berries again.
I better not eat them. They might be poisonous, but they're still useful for marking a path.
I see, there's a lot of paths now. I see. All right. Well, if you're watching the stream, don't go anywhere, because I'm not done streaming. If you watch it on YouTube, this episode has now come to an end. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Memoria.